7 hours ago or something like that. I'm live
we're
now.
in season 2.
Nice, I am too. All right, so to get things underway, welcome, one and all in one, everyone here and everyone not, to Omen of Cursed Light. This is effectively a test D&D session. If it goes well enough and things manage decent, it might branch off to a full series, or we'll use this as a thing to branch off into similar types of stuff.
If you're lucky.
If we're lucky. But with that part being said, this is it's going to be a bit more role play than the sessions we've been doing, because one of the things I'm going to be hoping and really pressing for is that the players, which is you all, stay in character when your character needs to talk. And that we also separate what do we call meta knowledge from the character heavily. So if you think you want to do this, but you know your character wouldn't do it, then you do only what your character would do, because you know that's what he would do.
Okay, Mr.
That type of thing.
Full roleplay.
Yes.
Objection.
No. What is it?
Okay, Mr.
The
God.
fuck you need me? Nah.
Thank you, voice in the sky.
Okay.
We
With
shall
that
follow
being
your
said,
rules, voice.
I hope. With that being said, with this, when it comes to talking, obviously, let's try and keep it the characters, obviously being the characters, but also when you're talking to another character, obviously make sure you tell who you're talking to. Like, make sure your character properly, what's the word I'm looking for? Articulates the specific character, just so that confusion is avoided. But with that, I'm now going to get into the story. Are you all ready?
No.
Verbally.
All right.
Ready.
Thank you guys for watching. Have a good one. I'm going. All right.
I like how we implied
Here
something
we
at the
go.
same time.
All right. Here we go.
Gur has a question.
What?
What
Okay,
is
but what?
articulate and what is tickling?
You'll figure it out, I guess.
Yes.
Okay, Gur
Anyways.
believes they're ready.
So
Good.
I can no longer see anything.
Oh, cool.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, you're a
For now, that's fine, because you won't need visuals for what's going to be happening. We're going to be doing a lot of more auditorial things, and then we'll get to some visuals.
Also, refresh the page
full
because your
series.
character isn't there anymore.
What?
I was talking to Cub, telling him to refresh the page because his
I
character's
can't
not there.
refresh the page. The internet went out again. I'm on my phone.
Oh.
Oh no.
Wait, can you access it from your phone?
Not both at the same time, I think.
No, just listen. Just listen for now.
Just listen. Shush. Stop talking. Just listen.
I put myself in my Raycons. Can I be heard okay?
Jesus, you're so loud.
I like it. The
I love
voices. All right.
I can hear better like this, at least. I'm sorry.
That's fine. It's fine. I'm sure the
speaking
next
to us
time
from
when
the
we do
show,
this,
right?
it'll be a little
So
nicer.
your character is speaking from the Shadow Realm.
The Shadow Realm, Yugi. All right. I'm going to do reading. Are you all ready for a bedtime story?
I'm ready.
Yeah, I'm ready to snore.
You to sleep, puppy.
Good. We begin this story by gazing into a crystal ball that glistens like the stars on a clear moonlit night, peeping into the worlds of those who have yet to meet, but soon will, as a voice yet not known speaks to this orb of starlight. Show me the tales of the 5 Omen kin. Show me both past, present, and where they have been. With this said, the crystal ball glows with a silvering light. Then a story is told of the first 5. Are you all ready?
Yes.
We'll be starting.
Been their past.
Hmm?
Wouldn't have show me where they have been. Also be their past.
Yes.
Yes. Rhyming.
Gur believes this person is a smart ass.
Probably.
Potentially.
Okay.
Anyway,
We'll
go
be
on.
starting with Platty's side. Also, get ready for a lot of nursery-esque rhymes. A soldier filled with holy might was caught by enemies to be burnt and sliced. No one came or heard his plight, even his God averted sight. But a fiend of hell with a twisted grin made a deal of vengeance and of sin. And as he shook the demon's hand, he cast out his god like that of sand. Now filled with hellish might, he slew his captors and fled from sight. He found a village unknown to most, and decided it fit to protect it close. He grew attached to the people of the town, and made a friend small but sound. But all good things must come to an end, 'cause the Omen Queen rounds the bend. With a hearty try, he tempted her life, but all that did was bring him strife. She cursed his form and changed his mind, then twisted his heart with an omen bind. Under her spell he turned on the town, killed all he knew and burnt it all to the ground. But when the spell fell and he was all alone, he felt pain that he thought he had outgrown. The pain of loss and the pain of hate, the pain he saw, he'd soon reciprocate. And so he set out with one thing in mind, that the death of the Omen Queen will not be kind. And with that, we get to do the fun thing of going to our first map.
Hi.
Ooh.
Is this our theme song? Is this what the entirety of that link was for?
No. I'm about to get to it.
Okay.
All right. I did forget to put the intro music on, I can't lie. Is that too loud, by the way, or are we good?
Now we're
I'm
good.
good. It's good for me.
Sounds like ocean.
All right. It is.
Yeah.
I'll turn it down a smidge.
It's
Alright.
very very quiet.
Yeah.
Is it?
So it was fine. It was fine where it was.
Okay,
Yeah.
turning it back up. It is supposed to be just kind of like background noise.
Yeah. If it gets too loud,
Yeah.
we'll tell you.
Yeah, that's why I'm have you all here like this. All right. I'm going to read. We start with a tavern in a small, decrepit fishing village in the middle of night. We watch as a man dressed in a red cloak and a hood wearing a black plague doctor mask steps towards the door of the tavern. The man enters in and looks around the room only to see 3 men sitting at a table near the back wall, and the tavern keep cleaning some mugs. The hooded man makes his way to the back of the tavern where he eyes down the table that the 3 men are chatting in. The 3 men are all wearing pirate-like attire. One is a goblin, another a human, and the final one an orc. As he studies these strange characters, he notices the goblin has a tattoo of an eclipse on his right wrist, and that seemingly they all do as well. The moment he sees this, the hooded man stands up and walks over to the tavern keep and places a few gold pieces on the bar. As he does this, his eyes glow with an eerie red, and then you see the tavern keep look slowly up at the hooded figure and nod very slowly as he takes the coins. The tavern keep then walks over to the tavern door and locks it shut. Then he creeps into the back room to hide. Once this occurs, the hooded man turns and looks at the 3 men on the table. And this is where, Platty, you take control. Place your thing on where you believe you are. As I place your new friends.
Wait, am I the hooded figure, or is the
Yep.
hooded figure one of them? Oh, okay. I was a bit confused.
You
I was
are
a bit
seeing your
lost.
hood.
Okay.
You're in the hood now. I just
Bloody
don't
here
know.
from the hood.
He is from the hood. Also, 100%, I just tried to, like, cross monitor item placement or icon placement. That is not how that works. All right. So, I'm going to put them in the back corner as stated.
Yeah.
Here are your new friends to be. In this situation, you have control over what your character does to these 3 fine gentlemen.
So,
Let's go.
so he's paid the bartender, and the bartender locked the door, and then hid somewhere, right?
Yes, the bartender went behind that secondary space you can kind of see.
Okay. I guess he walks up to the 3 and goes, I guess this isn't a friendly meeting.
As you do this, the goblin looks up and he's like, "What do you mean? We're pretty friendly, right, guys?" And you see the orcish fellow kind of bellowishly laugh. Yeah, I'm pretty friendly. What's it to you? And obviously the human, looking as he's just the normal one, he's just kind of like, yeah, we're friendly. Who are you? Buddy?
Can I roll an insight on these guys?
If you want to, yeah.
They're pretty
Yeah, I wanna-
insightful.
What are you wanting to know?
Like, sort of like what they're sort of intending to do, I guess. You know?
They look
Alright.
fishy.
Yeah.
Roll
where's-
insight. I will say this
he's
is
profiling them.
this is an advantage. Oh, I'm
So
glad I said that
racist.
because in the description that I said earlier, you had noticed a tattoo on their wrist that seemed a little familiar to your character.
Yeah.
If you couldn't catch the glimpse of what his character has been kind of hunting down people with these tattoos. They are
Yeah.
related to the Omen Queen. That's the hint there. With an 8 insight, it's about the same information as you know. You know they're working for her. You just don't know how high up they are. They don't seem very special, but they also are pirates still, so they're kind of just snickering to themselves. And speaking of that, you see the goblin just like, hey, wait, why don't you go back to the bar and like fill yourself up a drink? Hey, wait, where's the bartender?
I want to. Oh, okay. So I'm the one that paid. Okay, I retract
Yeah.
my last statement. Sorry, my bad.
Oh,
Yeah. So my guy walks over to him, and he grabs, and I want to slam the goblin's head into the table.
roll and attack, melee. We're
Uh,
getting this straight up. That
That is a
that
good roll.
fucking hits. That hits. Roll unhanded combat or unhanded strike, which
do I have an unhanded strike attack?
do you?
I don't think I
It's an
have something set
unarmed.
up.
It's a improvised attack, so it's a 1d4 for damage.
I believe
one.
so. Yes.
Okay.
Let me pull up
Unless
the
you have
sheets.
claws, then it's a bit different. It's different damage if you're like a tabaxi or in another race of claws.
All right.
Oh.
As as this happens, you suddenly see everyone in the third perspective. This hooded figure grab the back of this goblin head, and he's like, "Wait, what are you doing?" Right onto the table, and then as you see this, his nose immediately snaps to the side. And you see blood splatter
Oh.
across the table, and then immediately the Horcus dude stands up almost instantaneously, as if ready to swing. And you can roll for initiative. Also, the human, he kind of backs away because he's just surprised. You
Okay.
can tell by looking at him, he's not used to the piratey biz.
Yeah. Ooh.
Ooh, what?
All right. Let me move him back. I'm going to quickly, while we set this up, I'm going to get them all rolling, and then I'm going to set up their health on the little nodules, or whatever they're called. Initiative
Nodule?
on the human. Nodules. Initiative on the goblin. And initiative on the pirate orc. Wow.
Damn.
All right. With that, I'm going to do the thingy I just said I was going to do. So let me do that real fast, and then we'll have some fun. Where's
I have
the
a
human
question.
at? Yep. Feel free to ask.
Do I know that? Does my character know her? She's called the Omen Witch
Omen Queen, and yes, he
or
knows.
Omen Queen. Yeah.
Your
Okay, cool.
character has probably been going around for a while now, just beating the shit out of most of these type of thugs.
Yeah.
Orc, which is this guy. It's this much. All right. Oh, I forgot that I have to press enter.
Damn
He
right.
had this much. All right, and then this poor dude, the little dude, you just fucking you got him on his noggin real hard. They were not ready for that. All right. With that, do as you want on your first attack, and I will do things as I please.
Talking to them doesn't count as an action, does it? Or
No, you can talk and then do other things.
okay. I
Also,
look at the goblin.
hold on before you do anything. You did have to move up next to the goblin to slam his head, so you're currently
Okay,
there.
Yeah. So yeah, I look at the goblin and I go, "Do you want to tell me where the Omen bitch is yet?"
As you say this, the orcish dude's kind of starting to get ready himself, and you just hear the goblin's like, "Ah, shit, he's a bounty hunter!" And then the orcish dude's like, "Oh, you bloody bloke!" And he swings his club at you. But first, you get an action.
I want to use Chilling Touch on his arm.
On which, the goblin or the orc?
The orc. Like, I want to
Alright.
try and, like, grab his arm and use Chilling Touch on it.
Oh wait, hold on, I forgot. We need to make this cool. Are you ready?
Okay,
I almost
ready.
completely forgot to make this cool.
Yeah, I was about to say, it's kind of funny that there's like a fight going on and all we hear is just super peaceful waves. Literally in the process of typing
I
that.
mean, technically, that is
Oh,
what.
that's the intro music. Where the fuck did I put the fight music? There it is. I got a little confused. We're good. Whoa.
Okay.
Oh, that's funny. It's doubled on my end because I have it opened on both sides. Music volume go down. Okay, that was super confusing. I was like, why are there like two of this happening?
So, do I
I haven't
need
done
to
since play.
roll...
Put the character on screen. You need to. What does Chill Touch say it does?
That's a good question. Oh, that's just the damage. Hang on, sorry.
There's show spell description.
What
Hang
the
on, I
well-
gotta find...
Oh,
I
you know
gotta
what
find
that
Shield
did?
Touch first.
I can't apparently do that.
I can't find a description for Chill Touch. Anyway.
Does it not say it when you look at it?
No,
Nope, that's
because
what
it's like an
happens when you look
ability. Yeah,
Let,
there was
That's
no
very
description
strange.
added for it either. Maybe it's in spells? Hang on.
yeah, it'd be. I think it'd be in your spell spot.
Oh, here we go. Okay, boop.
All right. Cost one action. The component is vocal and what is that? I can't remember what S is. Is sound or something like that? I don't remember. You create a ghastly skeletal hand in the space. Creature within range. Make a ranged spell attack against the creature to assail it with the chill of the grave. So you need a ranged spell attack to hit it.
Okay, so I need to actually roll that first. Okay,
Yes.
sorry.
All right.
And so, dexterity then?
Well, I believe yes. I think it's. If I recall, your spell should actually have a an attack option in the spell slot thing.
I've already done the attack. I just need to roll dexterity to see if it hits, right?
Well, no. Every like it's like what is it? A modifier thing?
Yeah, it's
oh,
already
that's a
there.
cantrip. Okay.
It's already
Well,
there.
no, I was talking about something else. No, I'm trying to remember something. Lib. Is everyone gone?
Hello. No, I'm here. I'm here.
All right. How would he roll for an attack with the what is it? Chill touch cantrip. Is it just dexterity, or is it? Because I'm pretty sure it adds like a modifier, doesn't it? Or does it not?
You make a ranged spell attack. So, what is your spell thing that you use for your spells? Like,
Pretty sure you use charisma.
okay, so you're gonna need to make a. So, open up your spells on your character
Oh.
sheet. It'll actually help us figure that out.
The description's already in the chat.
No, I think they want you
I
to
might have
actually
to
be on
do-
your.
Yeah.
They want you to be in your
Spells?
actual spells thing. Yeah, where it says
Yeah.
chill touch.
Yeah,
Okay.
we need to. We need to see your spell attack bonus.
Oh, okay, hang on. I think... Okay, so the 22 was my actual roll, and
Is
then
that
I
the hit?
rolled... Yeah, that's
Yeah,
the hit,
okay.
and then I
Oh,
pressed...
so it already does it for you.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's you rolled a 22 to hit. Now all you gotta do is click the name, not show spell description.
Yeah, okay. So I'm taking it a 22
Oh, it
hits,
shows up
right?
as this.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, 22 would be okay. 4 necrotic. Does it do anything else? Any bonus? It takes a 1d4 necrotic damage, and it can't regain hit points until the start of your next turn. Until then, hang clings to the target. If you hit an undead target, okay, we don't care about that. So that's pretty cool, though. That is 4 damage on, what was it, the orc, if I recall?
Yeah. So as
right.
I'm there with his arm in my hand, I look at him and I say to him, "You're gonna wish I was a bounty hunter by the end of this."
And as you do that, you watch as the moment your hand claps on, or this is it your no, I think this it's like this.
Well,
yeah,
yeah.
the moment this skeletal hand suddenly collapses onto this orc's arm as he's about to swing, you see it, his skin start to like turn black and mold and like wither away, and you just see him immense like wince in pain. He's just, "Oh, who are you?" And he, I believe, will be going next in a bit. You know, I rolled as myself, but I never actually kept the rolls for what I rolled.
I was gonna say somebody died.
No, no one's dead. I should write the thing down. I'm gonna say human, goblin, and orc on the bottom. Let me see if I can find something to write on real fast.
Yeah.
I don't have it. I'm typing it in somewhere. Gee. Oh wait, actually I know what to do. All right, so the orc does go first regardless, so we'll just do this. I'll just get a writing utensil in a little bit. All right. So with the orc's turn with you having gone and done your turn, and the orc having to take 4 damage of necrotic. Let me make that into that. Cool. All right. So now it is his turn. Let's see what he will do. All right. He, as I said, he's going to wind up his mace. So let's see if he can hit you with it. He's got a big old wacky stick.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that hits. All right.
Yeah.
Wow. So you see him after taking that, like, hand grab, kind of withering away his arm, he grabs the mace with both arms and fully swings it down upon you, and you hear as it smacks, dealing 4 damage. The hero was impressed. All right, you take 4 bludgeoning damage. I don't believe you have any things protecting against bludgeoning, so that's fine.
Doing that.
If you're wondering how I'm doing this, do /EM. It's a emote.
All right.
Oh yeah.
The next is, I believe, the human. Oh, I could just organize them like this. That makes sense. Oh, that's much easier. Okay, cool. So with that being said, the human, who is a little scared, but he's a little confused, he's gonna take out his flintlock. He's like, I don't know what's going on. I'm kind of new to this, and he's just gonna fire off a shot. Let's see if it hits.
Jesus Christ! What are these?
They are getting really lucky with their shots. Let's see how much damage you take. You take 4 piercing.
4, 1, 2.
Man pulls a gun out at close range.
Yeah. Oh, you're right. Close range. He has to do that at disadvantage, which was a 15. Did that hit you?
Oh, yes.
Still hit you.
Yeah.
Still, 80 feet for a flintlock is surprising.
It's. I had to look up a lot of this stuff, so yeah, flintlocks are apparently pretty powerful.
I did not know that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So with you holding down the goblin, it is his turn. Let's see what he does, because he's not in a good spot physically. I'll tell you this much. Oh, I don't know. I keep adjusting that. Okay. He is going to attempt to push back against your hand and try and stab at you.
This is my.
Are you
intro,
holding him down there, or are you just like you just slap his head onto the table and then back away a little bit?
I slammed his head onto the table and then just let go of him.
All right, so then he's gonna kind of like loosely back away from the table, and he's just gonna try swinging at you. He's like, ah, you fucking weirdo! And he's just gonna try and slash at you. Ooh. I assume that doesn't.
No, does not.
So yeah, he tries to swing, and you just kind of see him run past you. And I'm gonna honestly say, just because it's funny, he's just going to walk over here around you. He's like, his hands covering his bloody nose. He kind of can't really see because he's just swinging it side to side.
Yeah.
All right. Next is your turn. It's back up to you.
So, is the skeleton hand still attached to the orc?
Let's see, because I believe it says stuff, right? On a hit, the target takes a 1d8 damage, and if you hit an undead target, also until the end of your next turn, the spell's damage increases by 1d8 when you rage block it. It doesn't seem to say that it sticks.
Okay.
So I think it's just like you cast it and it does damage, kind of like not like firebolt, firebolt.
Okay.
It's not like the ghost hand from
Yeah, no.
Pokemon.
Imagine if Platty dies. I think he'll be fine. All right, Platty.
Fucking gets shot.
I am going to.
All right.
I'm going to grab the spear off my back.
All right. Ooh.
And then I'm gonna just try and ram it through the orc. Who's
Ooh,
right in
okay.
front.
Roll the damage. Ow, my finger popped.
Does a 13 hit?
Let's find out, shall we?
Hey, David. How's it going?
It does, just barely.
Oh, okay. So
Roll me some dabblage.
4.
Oh, wow, everyone's getting 4s on their attacks right now. It
Yeah.
brings them down this much. All right. So as this happens, you suddenly dodge past the very awkwardly covering his nose goblin, pull back your spear and run it through the dude. And the orc kind of catches it with one hand while he's still holding on to his mace. And he's just like, oh, what are you think you're doing here? And he's gonna wind up another hit.
I also want to say to him, and to answer your question, I'm the one that's gonna kill your employer.
All right.
Watching Twitch stream, so I'm here now.
You'll notice, roll a perception check, actually.
Perception? Alright.
Yes.
Perception. Where's that? There it is.
Hold you guys to AFK.
Ooh.
Yeah, you just notice he seems a little disgruntled.
Yeah.
All right. He's going to go in for a swing.
I mean, makes sense. My character really only just wants to kill at this point,
Yeah.
so...
Sheesh, this guy's been hitting really good. Let's see the damage. You take 6 bludgeoning.
Ooh. 1.
All right. And with that, he's actually. So you stand with a spear. I imagine you're still holding on to the spear. He's going to try and pull the spear out and back away.
Okay.
What is your? What is like 5 feet is the range of like a character, like a player character, or something like that?
5 feet is the average
The melee.
range of most player characters. The only ones that get longer range are, I think, the Leucophedons, the elephants, and
Gotcha.
bugbears.
So, for the sake of this, I'm going to have him back up 10 feet. If
Okay.
you want to pursue him as an opportunity attack, you can. He's trying to
Alrighty.
back away and get to the wall so he can probably find something else to use. Because you notice there is a shelf behind him.
I want to try and just run forward with my spear pointed
Oh.
directly at him.
Issue is if you do that, you have to do it on your turn.
Oh,
But you would also provoke an opportunity attack from the goblin behind you.
That is
You
true.
have to disengage, which is an
You
action,
do-
which doesn't allow you to attack.
hang on.
If I
can hardly
recall,
tell
though,
it.
your
Unless you're-
spear is throwable, isn't it? You can
Yeah.
attempt to roll a disadvantaged spear throw, or you could just use a.
Technically, every weapon is
Can-
throwable.
It is, yes. But the spear, I believe, is one of those that's more meant for it. But question, actually. Can you cantrip on a reaction, or spellcast on a reaction? I don't...
So, opportunity
Let me
attacks
see.
allows you to make an attack action.
Rules of actions. Opportunity attack. The single attack made with a melee weapon, which can only take if an enemy moves out of the reach. When you're wielding a melee weapon, this usually occurs because an enemy moves away from you. Because no, most melee weapons have a reach of 5 to 10 feet. Similarly, enemies are allowed to take an opportunity attack. Alright, so yeah, it is only a melee weapon-based thing.
Okay. So,
You can
so,
also
yes.
shoot a crossbow if they're right next to you.
That is true.
Some DMs allow that. You just can't make a ranged spell attack, but you can make a melee spell attack, for example, if it requires like a touch.
But I can use my spear on the goblin, correct?
Not for the opportunity attack. It's only against the orc.
No.
You can leave your opportunity attack alone and save that for another thing. Another reaction if you ever have to have one. Or you can, attempt to run forward.
Per round. So
yes,
one
per round. You can also attempt to run for the orc and possibly get hit by the goblin.
Okay.
I do have a question. I can't see the turn.
The what?
Yes.
The turn order.
Oh, I have it over here. So the turn order is, it goes platy, orc, human, and then goblin.
Oh, you don't have like a turn order thing set up? Like, you do realize that you have a button on the side.
I do not. Where is that at?
Alright, so I'm gonna have to open up my roll point and give it a
found it.
second.
Found it.
Okay, there you go. So,
Do I just
right-
drag them on there?
Technically, you have to right-click for everyone at the moment, but usually, if you have character sheet set up, all you gotta do is click the token, click roll initiative.
Gotcha. Let me just add turn. It looks like I can just click add turn, and then I think I can just move them around.
Yep. You just right-click them, and it says add turn, and then boom, you can add their turn.
That is beautiful. All right.
But at the moment, you're gonna have to add in everything for them. You do have.
I'll just organize it manually, and then. Did I put 2 humans on there?
You have to add in each and every one of their
Their numbers.
initiatives.
That's fine.
At the moment, and then you can organize it.
What was your initiative? 17. Good lord.
So you
Yes.
you said I can use a light crossbow, right?
Yes, that was one of them.
I'm gonna shoot at the orc with my crossbow.
Let it rip like a Beyblade.
Oh,
And it won't be a disadvantage.
Nope.
Remember that.
And then this one was 5. All right.
This is the few times that you can actually make a range attack.
Oh, I see. Okay, that's cool.
That's not a disadvantage.
All right, so I can do this to say whose turn it is, which
Yeah,
it was
okay,
actually
good.
I think it was his, so it should be the human turn
That-
next. But okay,
Awesome.
Alright, so
what's the number I'm
Okay.
looking at here? Sorry, I looked away to
11.
them things. That does not hit, unfortunately.
okay.
You just you see him backing away to like reaching for the bookshelf, and then as you do, you prep your crossbow, you shoot it, and it just ring and sticks to the wall beside him. And you see him
Yeah.
shockingly look at the wall, just like, oh shit. With that, it is the human's turn.
I should also mention one other thing. You can also add in the ability for us to see their health, or you can
Yeah.
also allow us to see Platy's health.
I will not, because
Okay,
in
Platy, I'm
traditional
sorry.
D&D, you're not,
Well, we
allowed
have
to see the
all-
enemy's health, but you can ask to see how they are doing.
Okay.
All right. So
But,
the human's
for
turn.
Platy, we can see their health if you want to add that.
Well, it's up to him. But okay. So with that, the human, he realizes that he's at close range after the first shot. And he's like, "Oh, I can't believe I hit that shot. I'm not gonna make that mistake though." And he pockets his flintlock and he pulls out his cutlass and he's going to run towards you. He has 30 speed. So 5, 10, 15, 20, and he's right on you. All right, he's gonna swing, swingity, swing, swing. Are you ready?
Yep.
Let's hope for a miss. Does 14 hit?
Yep.
Ah! Damn. Low AC, but that's fine. With that, he will do some slashing. 4 slashing.
Okay.
All right. He's gonna be swinging like, I really hope this doesn't hurt too bad. And he swings in right across your chest. It nicks a little.
Yeah.
It is now the goblin's turn. Let's pull him up, shall we? So I can do this. All right. So the goblin, seeing that he kind of fucked up his shot, also that he's pretty wounded already. He's going to try and skitter away to the yeah, let's have him attempt to run to one of the far off tables. He's going to try and grab something that he can throw at you. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I know. I really just messed that up. So it's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He can go right here. And you used your opportunity attack, unfortunately, so you cannot attack the goblin. So he is now officially out of your range. And that's his... Oh, wait, he can dash, so he can get fully to the thing. So, yeah, that's where he's just gonna... Actually, yeah, no, let's see if... Wait, so 30, he was right here. 5...
Did
So
the
he's gonna
goblin
get-
use the cutlass, or was it the human?
The human used the cutlass.
Okay. Never
So
mind.
do
Goblin
I-
is booking it to the bar. He's going to try and see if he can find something to just start chucking at you. And unfortunately, you used your opportunity attack earlier, so you won't be able to do that to him. But he is now out of the way for a little bit because he's prepping for something. It is now your turn.
I wanna use this on the human.
Hellish Rebuke, casting one reaction, which you take in response to being damaged. This is a reaction, it looks like.
Oh, okay.
So whenever
I
you
thought
get
it-
damaged, you can use that as a reaction.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
In that case, I'm gonna do what I said before. I'm gonna run at the orc with my spear pointed directly at him.
You will take an opportunity attack from the human.
Then, can I try and stab the human and then like chuck him at the orc?
Uh-huh.
Is that
Not
something I can do?
normally, but I don't dislike the idea. Here's what I'll say. We'll see how your first hit does, and I will
Okay.
have you roll strength at disadvantage to chuck the human, or at least roll him away. That 100% would hit the human.
What are you doing? Sorry, I won't actually hear.
Oh,
He is going to slash at the human or stab him, and then grab him and throw him towards the orc.
So that's gonna be a grapple, and yeah, that's a grapple or shove.
Yes. I'm just doing rule of cool, but I am doing it
Yeah.
at disadvantage. That is a 14. It is decently high. What I'll say is you managed to push him a little bit of ways, but let me see. So you only did 2 damage for that sword strike, right?
yeah.
All right. Let me mark that down. He's actually not been hurt yet, so he gets marked down to this. Very good. All right, and then I'm gonna say you push him right here. He's just kind of like wobbly in front of the orc.
Okay.
That's about as good as you get. You don't run him into the orc. You kind of just get him placed in front of him.
Okay.
So in this scene, what you all see is basically Platy just turn his sword around, stab into the human. The
Yeah.
human catches the blade just slightly enough for it to kind of like a little poke into his stomach area, and then he is suddenly feeling himself weight shifted as he is rolled around and thrown towards the orc, only to kind of catch himself during the roll and steady himself back up.
Yeah.
It is now the orc's turn. Unless... No, you don't have anything else. So yeah, the orc, now seeing that just happen, he's like, "Oh, what are you doing?" And he's gonna push the human aside. I'm not even having roll for that. I'll just have him like push him over here. What I will say is doing that. I don't know. That wouldn't do much movement speed. He has. I don't know. Lib, what do you think? If he pushed someone out of the way, do you think that would affect his movement speed at all? Just like having to force someone out of the way?
Because it would be a shove action, it does not affect movement speed. But if
I
you're
didn't think
going
it would.
with like realism, it depends. How tall? How?
Well, this is an orc.
Yeah.
So I don't
it's
think.
an orc. Oh, yeah, that's gonna be a tough one.
Yeah.
If we're going with realism, depending on the orc's build, it could probably take up to 5 to 10 feet of movement because it would be stressful. But D&D sense, it
Well, no. Okay,
really
wait, hold on.
doesn't
The
do
human's getting pushed by the orc. Just
Humans
so
get
that.
pushed by
Yeah.
the orc.
So basically, what happened is the human got barrel rolled over towards in front of the orc, and the orc's just like, "What the hell?" and pushes him out of the way. So this guy's getting rolled again. Actually, you know what?
He would be probably knocked prone.
Yeah. Okay. I do
Which
think
takes
that makes
half
sense, but
movement to get back up.
yes, that is for the human. However, I just realized because he's getting shoved down, I'm actually gonna make the guy take a little bit of bludgeoning damage. Because it just occurred to me this is a fucking orc. So I'm gonna make the human take, I'll say a 1d4, that seems fine.
As I see him shove the human down, I want to say to
wrong.
him, I say to him, attacking your own teammates, really? You are sickening.
As you say, he looks up at you and he says, "You're the one who rolled it in front of me." And with that, the human has been officially just shoved to the side. He's actually lost a little bit of health because he slammed into the ground and is, as stated before, knocked prone. I fucking suck at editing these numbers.
You say
All
it's
right.
shameful to harm your own teammates. Over here, I'm eating all the guys.
All right, he is now knocked prone. All right. With
Wow.
that being said, Orc is going to. Let's see if I can pull him out. There we go. So he's going to. He's gonna. Your till's too close for that. Yeah, he's just going to run at you again, and he's just going to try and swing at you. So he's going to move over right here. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Here we go.
Oh
Is that
my
it?
God.
You have a thing.
okay.
You have a reaction.
Do I?
Remember?
Oh,
You can, as a reaction, use Hellish Rebuke. If you want to use it on this, I'll roll the damage to see what you get.
Yeah, it's a new round. You get a
It's a 6.
reaction
So
back.
now you get a reaction back. How are you looking, by the way?
I'm almost dead.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
How do I use it?
Don't you have a healing
Okay.
spell?
No.
He's a warlock.
Not that
What
I
do you
know.
think?
I thought you gave yourself Cure Wounds or something like that, or Healing Word, or one of those things.
No.
Let's turn that up. There we go.
What is that?
Uh-oh. First death.
First death indeed. Wait,
I won't have a first
Um,
death happen just yet. Don't worry.
So
The story fades to black. The guards come
No.
in. Just sees the patty
I-
beating the shit.
All right. Let me look at what.
He has to make a new character.
One reaction which you take in response to being
Junior by the
damaged by
name.
a creature within 60 feet of you that you can see. The creature that damaged you is instantaneous. You point your finger and the creature damaged you is momentarily surrounded by hellish flames. The creature must make a dexterity saving throw. It takes. That's a lot of damage. All right, they have to make a dexterity saving throw. So let's see if
and
they do
it's
it.
Probably gonna succeed. Oh no.
He failed. Roll. Oh wait, you already did, didn't you?
Did I?
Or,
Oh. Is
Did
that?
you? I don't know.
Wow.
I think that. Yeah, that is.
I just got cucked.
Good.
A little. Actually, not too bad, because as you look at him, you notice he's looking very wounded. Hold on. Yeah, no, he's looking really hurt. The moment, so he swings at you, and in this single moment, a flash of very bright red flame singes his skin, and you see him kind of like fumble back a bit. And he's just this, and he's covering his eyes to make sure they don't get singed by the fire. And you can see that his skin is very burnt. He's looking a little less than green, we'll say.
I say to them, this is all of your final chances. Tell me where your boss is, or you all die.
Roll an intimidation check. Or roll an intimidation. Nah.
Damn.
I was gonna do something. So it is now the human's turn, and the human also the orc's gonna back up one more. The human now seeing that happen, he's gonna be like, "Oh, I don't even know what's going on anymore," and he's gonna stand up, which is half his movement speed. Actually, he can't get to you because of where you're at and the guy in front of him.
Hmm.
Because, yeah, he can't cross through. I mean, I think he can only get to, like, the table. You know, he's gonna... Okay, yeah, he's gonna, like, I'm just gonna do something stupid. And he climbs up on the table, using the remaining of his movement speed, and he pulls out his pistol, and he's gonna try shooting you. At disadvantage, because this is all he can manage, because he's not close enough to do much else. Unfortunately.
It's still gonna go right, guarantee it. No. Jesus.
It misses. Yeah, he shoots the floorboard because the table's wobbling under his feet. He's like, oh, this was a bad idea. And he shoots, and it hits the floorboard right near your feet, but not close. Not too close. After that interesting situation, the orc looks at him and is like, what are you doing, you idiot? And obviously the human's just like, I'm sorry. Now it is the goblin's turn, and the goblin's seeing what's just happened. He's just kind of holding his nose still. He's going to use the rest of his movement speed to get over to the bar, where he's just going to start grabbing stuff, and he's going to start chucking things at you.
That is quite the distance.
It is, yes. But ranged attacks tend to be better at a distance. They're not disadvantaged. But he's holding his nose like, and he's gonna start throwing wine bottles at you. Let me get the goblin. So, I don't think these guys have anything improvised weaponry wise. So I will roll dexterity and see how well he does to throw. What do you think would, Lib? What do you think would be for like throwing a wine bottle? It'd be like dexterity.
To throw a wine bottle?
Yeah, just start throwing things like plates and wine bottles. What do you think that would be? 'Cause I imagine it's like dexterity. I don't know if it would have a modifier to it. It may just be just a straight dex roll to see if I can throw something at someone.
I can actually help you with this. So,
Really?
it is gonna be similar to a dagger, and
Wow.
to throw it and all that. So
Yeah.
it's gonna do a straight 1d4, obviously, because that's an improvised attack.
Yeah. All right.
Trying to figure it out. Give me a second.
That's fun. Help is good help.
Oh. 1 second, gotta open up some things. I don't know why internet's being slow.
That's fun.
I would have thought it was just dexterity because he's trying to throw something.
Well, that's the thing. Strength, dex, all that is a bit weird. Like, for example,
It is.
wisdom and intelligence are both the exact same thing.
Also, when it comes to like thrown weapons and stuff, that counts as like a different type of weapon instead of just being a random thing. It's like an improvised weaponry and stuff like that, which is strange.
Yeah, and you can also technically throw a battle axe.
Yes.
Would it follow strength for dex? I mean, it deals damage with strength, but you're throwing it. Dex is more along the lines of defense and how your stamina is, and Constitution's like endurance and all that.
Yeah.
So give me a second. It would.
One.
Oh. Ha. Ha 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 ha. Funny.
Sheesh, it's one in here. Funny. All right.
Okay. It is. I'm currently trying to add it to a sheet. To throw it, it will be strength.
Just strength.
Yep.
Oh,
Because
that's
you're chucking
That's not
it,
bad.
so you're going to need your
Yeah.
strength to throw it hard and throw
This-
it long.
This will be interesting. Let's see if this hits.
Nope.
So I just
nope.
want to state, you can see he has nothing in strength, so I kind of had a feeling this would happen. The more you said is strength. All right, so you see this goblin scavenge for stuff. He picks up like a wine bottle and a plate, and he looks over at you, and he just takes the plate and just frisbee is it, and you just see as it rounds and just veers way off to the side, and he's just like, shit, that didn't work.
He just throws
My-
on the ground.
He takes the one ball, and is like, fuck, I was gonna use that too.
Yeah, he just takes a sip of water and just throws it on the ground. Like, fuck, wait, I meant to throw it at some of you.
All right.
And anyway, since it's my turn, I look over at the goblin, then I point at the human, looking back at him, and I say to him, you go kill the goblin if you want to live.
Ooh. Is this what I think it is?
In intimidation.
Oh, you're doing intimidation?
I don't know. You're saying, is this what I think? I don't know what you're referring to.
I think you have an ability.
Oh,
I think.
do I?
Mind
If you
control
look-
thing.
Well, no, I'm not trying to use an ability because I have something else planned.
Okay. So you're trying to see if he'll do it.
Yeah.
All right, then roll intimidation. It'll be a disadvantage because of the situation. Yeah. What the fuck is your intimidation?
I have 21 in my charisma, or plus 5 in my charisma.
Yeah, they're a warlock. They're basically talking to a cultist.
Okay, that makes sense. Well, I feel like I'm gonna roll a d20 and just see what happens. Actually, wait, you know what? I've been using this. Let's do an actual d20. It's roll cam time. Woo! All right, to get to use the big thing. People on the roll cam get to see this. This will be fun. All right, let's use this pretty blue die. Let's see what we get. So the idea is, how I'm doing this, 10 and above, he does... No, it's 11 and above, and he does what you say. 10 and above, and 10 and below, and he doesn't.
Okay.
You got an 11, you meet it.
Yes.
So with that, he's just like, I'm sorry, I just met these guys, so I guess I don't really care too much about them. I'm sorry! And he turns over and looks at the goblin, and the goblin immediately just looks over and is like, and this is...
The fuck?
I now look at the orc guy, and I say to him, I've had just about enough of you, and I'm gonna use that.
Oh shit! When you cast Eldritch Blast, add your Charisma modifier to the damage it deals on hit. So roll Eldritch Blast.
I shall roll the Eldritch Blast and hope to God it hits.
That is a good point.
Oh, how do I? Wait,
It should still be in the same thing you did the last time to roll.
I cast it, didn't I? Like, how do I? It just comes
what
up
is
with
that?
that.
Beam of Crackling strikes towards the creature. Make a ranged spell attack against a target. On hit, the target takes 1d10.
Okay.
What did you do? Say it's just ranged spell attack. What did you do last time?
Dexterity?
Let me see. Let me scroll up to where you used. It wasn't Hellish Rebuke. It was. Where the fuck was it? Chill Touch. Was that Chill Touch you used?
Oh, okay, hang on, here it is.
Oh, did you figure it out?
Just click.
Whoa!
All you gotta do is just click the button. That's it.
I think
you don't
that
need to click
hits.
the eye, just click the button.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that hits. Roll for damage. And now add your charisma modifier to it, I believe. I think that's what that thing says. Yep. No, just your modifier. So it'd be the +5, I believe.
Oh, okay, so 9 plus
so-
5.
How do you want to do that?
Well, I imagine the human is now sort of out of the way, right?
Yes, he's unfortunately too afraid to do anything else.
Yeah. So I look at him and go, I've had just about enough of you. And I just point my hand at him.
All right, well, describe what happens as you do this.
Well, the Eldritch Blast goes off and
All right.
hits the orc. I
So-
don't know what you...
I was meaning how to describe the attack hits him and does what it does, but I'll do it because I kind of know what your magic looks like. As this happens, as he says this, he holds up his hand, and this black flame that's been covering this arm that's been cloaked suddenly juts out and slams into the orc's face, and you see him suddenly writhing in pain. He's tearing at his face, and suddenly you notice his face has melted off as the flame has singed all the way down to the bone, and he falls back dead just with a loud. He is officially out of the picture.
Yeah.
It is the human's turn next. Seeing that, he's like, I guess this is technically a better decision. And he goes to shoot the goblin boy. And the goblin's just like, no! I just opened the wrong freaking character sheet. Have I what now?
Have you moved the human icon, or?
Yeah, because remember he was standing on the table.
Oh yeah, he's still there for me. Hang on, let me refresh.
Is he still on the table?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let
he's
me
supposed to.
refresh.
That's where he's standing.
Oh.
He hasn't moved.
Who cares? Okay, that's what I was asking you, and you said yes, he did. So I was confused.
I didn't hear you say that. Sorry, my bad. But he's going to shoot to see if he can hit the goblin. That hits.
I like
damage.
I like how he always missed me, but then hits his own.
Always hits it. Well, no, he hit you once. Remember, he was the first one to do like
before.
range damage on you. So you just watch as a bullet just flies through the air and just slams into the dude's nose, and you just see it clear off his face. Just he's like, "Oh my god!" It is then the goblin's turn, and obviously the human's like, "I'm sorry, I just need to survive this. This is bad." And the goblin, now seeing that happen, he's like, "Oh, I want to get out of here. Oh, this fucking sucks." He looks around, and he notices that the door is locked. And it's when it clicks.
Sorry.
He said, "Shit is a setup. Fuck."
Yeah.
And then he pulls out his pistol, like, "You can play this one, you stupid." And he's going to aim at the human.
Oh, poor human.
That hits the human. Only does 3 damage. Let's see what the human's at. I'm actually curious. He's actually been relatively fine. But you see as the bolt flies back, it nails the human right in the thigh, and he immediately claps the wound. He's like, he falls off the table tripping, and he's going to take another bit of bludgeoning damage. Another 1d4. Oh. Whew. That got lucky. Lucky. Here's funny. If he got a 4 on that, he probably would have died. Oh shit, I just did that in the reverse. There we go. Alright. It is now your turn. The goblin's way over there.
I throw my spear at him.
What is the roll for that? Spear, that is your strength throw.
Oh.
Yeah, that hits.
So
What is the damage of the spear?
Would I roll a 2-hand or a 1-hand spear?
Hold on, how much health does he have? I don't think it matters. You'd have to get a nat 1 to not kill him. So how do you want to do this?
Okay. Oh.
Yeah, that still hits. Did you get 2 nat 20s?
Yep.
You dead up got his health exact. He had 2 health. So yeah, no, he is dead.
I rear back my spear and I just yeet it as hard as I can, straight at his nose. That's
and
no
as
longer there.
So as you see, he turns over and sees you readying a spin. He's like, "Oh fucking shit!" And then suddenly, and now he is stuck leaning back with his head tilted towards the bar as the spear has nailed him to the bar directly through the face. And his body goes limp. As I can now stop the music. All is calm once again. The fight is over because the human is scared shitless. He's clutching his head and his leg, and he's sitting there just like, "Please don't kill me. I just helped you and all that."
My character walks over to the goblin's body and
Yes.
yanks the spear out of his head. And
Okay.
then he walks back over to the human and he goes, "Now tell me, where is the employer?"
The human then in this situation, he's obviously too fucking hurt to care about anything. He's like, okay, listen, I'm kind of new to this organization thing. I was just hired. I didn't even want to really do this. I just needed the money. But we don't know anything. We were just hired by like some pirate skeleton guy. That's all I know. I'm sorry. Don't kill me. Fucking leg.
My character just sort of looks away and starts walking out and yells, "Hey, barkeep, you still here?"
And as you say this, you see a partially bald head with like that Danny DeVito-esque hair poke his head out the door. You see it creak open, and he pokes his like, "Yeah, I'm still here. Is the fight done?"
"Yes, get that one some medical attention." And then I'm guessing I need to go to this boat over here, so he just...
You'll walk to the dock. We're pretty much done with this map segment, but as you leave, you hear, "Oh my god, my bar! I'm not a fucking medic!" And then the door shuts. And now, I'm gonna stop the music, or not music, the sound effects, because it's once again story time.
Yes.
All right. So, let me see if I can find the next bit real fast, because I got a big old document.
Yeah.
That's a mighty big document you have.
Thank you for noticing. So, as you walk into this lonely night sky, you see off in the distance this shroud of misty blackness, the hint of like weird yellowish glow, more like a silver actually, starting to come closer and closer to your destination. And as you spot this, you then hear this sound of as you notice a carriage being pulled by two horses, solid black, and a man in the front straddling them, or whatever the word is I'm looking for. He has very bland face. He doesn't seem to be anyone important, but you can tell he's wearing what looks to be some type of not royal, but like rich garb. He's clearly hired by someone who is very rich, entitled, if you will, to an extent. But as this weird, strange, misty carriage pulls up closer to you, it actually stops kind of at the entrance near the bar. But the door, you notice, is facing directly in your direction, starts to open up. And all you hear is a voice that says, "Get in." And as you hear this, you suddenly notice you're moving. Not out of your own volition, though. And you try to stop, but your legs aren't doing anything. They're only walking. And as this happens, you slowly get into the carriage and you sit down in front of a very interesting looking figure. It is a kind of older gentleman who wears this like black vest-ish type, or like, let me actually look at what the actual description is so I don't fuck it up. Okay, so you see a rather well-kept old man of small stature and skinny frame. His face is rather stern yet serious, and his hair is short and silky white with a rather noticeable freshness to it, almost as if he trimmed it recently. He wears a black two-piece suit with a velvet plume puffing out from his collar, and around his neck rests a medallion encrusted with the visage of the moon. Seen in his hands as he sits in the carriage is a long black cane with a fine sheen on its main body, and on its handle is a silver howling wolf. And as you notice this man, he looks up at you and he says, "Please ease your mind. You are in no danger here. I am merely here to gather you and your Omen kin so we can discuss a much-needed hunt, for lack of a better word. And after saying this, you suddenly feel that you're able to be yourself again, like talk and everything. Whereas before, it seemed like you were not in control of your own body.
My character looks at this man and goes, "You know, the last time someone controlled me against my will, it caused me to set out on this mission."
He looks at you, then smiles. That mission is the very same one I am on. You look for the Omen Queen, do you not?
Yeah, I guess, but I like to call her the Omen bitch.
Well, she is one, I can't lie, but we all have our reasons to claim that, I'm sure. Where are my manners? Allow me to introduce myself. I am Arthur Blackheart, son of the Omen Queen.
My
It is
character,
good to see.
Done.
my character looks at him and goes, "Lucky for you, my quarrel isn't with you."
He kind of nods slowly. He's very assurative of what has seen. And he says, "Well, if you feel you are ready for a bit more of a talk, we have a carriage ride to continue down, and I'm sure you have plenty of information you would like to know about her. But rest assured, I will answer all of them when we have the time. But right now, we have other visitors to pick up. Do enjoy the pleasantries we do have aboard the carriage. I've made sure it is fit quite nicely with desirable treats, as I like to say." And you see, as he taps his cane, this compartment that is sitting in between him suddenly opens up, and you can see what looks to be a thing of wine, some crackers and chips and stuff like that, general like snackware, and even some cookies. And he gestures his hands at them.
My character grabs. This will be the last thing before we move on, because I think you'll enjoy this, Cody. It's the thing that's
I love it. I love it.
My character pulls out a jar from his coat, which has a bunch of razors in it. Then grabs a handful of cookies, puts it in the jar, and then with using his telekinetic powers, spins the blades around rapidly, causing the cookies to all, break up and everything. To which he then undoes one of his, gas mask things he has underneath the mask, and then essentially just pours it in.
Yep.
Yeah.
And as he does this, he questionably looks at this, and he's just like, curious indeed. I guess I'm not the only one with questions. And the carriage door, you notice, shuts, and you feel it as the carriage starts to move again. And now, it is time for the next alignment of character story. Are you all ready for round 2?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to now play the intro music I should have played for the reading.
Nice.
All right. In a family of artificers that differ from most, a young boy watches his family catch ghosts. Their machines are quite impressive yet efficient, and his dream is to be just as proficient. But one day they were testing a new portaling device when it went haywire and exploded on sight. The young boy was caught in its spectral effect and was transported somewhere the spirits do not rest. For what seemed like days he wandered the plains till he met an old spirit bound by chains. The spirit did not seem to mind its disposition and told the boy to adapt to his new condition. The spirit then leaned back and sat up straight and began to teach the boy how to meditate. He trained his body and hardened his mind until the boy's aura had become refined. Once years had gone by and the boy was of age, he knew it was time to fly out of his cage. So he thanked the one who cared for him well and left to find a way out of this realm. But waiting for him was not something nice, but rather the Omen Queen with her twisted advice. She lulled him in with an idea on how to leave, then cut out his soul with a sickening cleave. She then banished him to the lands unknown, where his form would shift and change on its own. He then grew fins and gills while he traveled through space and found himself landing in a rather new place. Once grounded, he knew what he'd have to do, so he quickly made haste to try and find clues, for he needed his body that the Omen Queen had stole. For what is a body without its soul? And with that, inspired you. I don't hear audio. What audio?
Well,
The
did you
music
say
in
you
the
were
background.
playing audio?
Oh, yeah, I had music
He doesn't hear
playing.
any music.
Oh,
I heard the music.
I heard the music.
I heard music.
I don't hear it.
I can.
Well, it's not playing anymore.
Yeah, I turned it off right now. I'll play it again, see if you can hear it. Hear anything?
Oh, I can.
Now you can?
Yeah.
All right. Well, unfortunately, we're out of that music because guess what? It's a new map time.
New map. Yay.
New map. Here we go. Here we go. We're gonna go to this one. And I actually got to click on it this time because last time I didn't.
No. Where the fuck
all
are
right.
we?
Oh, that's the wrong thing to pull up. And now,
Oh, it's an alley.
the cold, foggy night of this rather bolstering town is not known to occur very often, but when it does, it normally is a sign of bad omen brewing. Very few people worry of such superstitious things, but those who do know not to cause a stir in the night, or else the omen will fall ill upon them. And ill it falls as we see a young lady running into an alleyway, trying to escape from a man looking to pleasure himself with her unwilling consent. As she runs, she finds herself at a dead end, unable to go any further. As the man nears the lady, she quivers in fear for her life. The drunken man stops suddenly as a form of spectral chains wrap around him, seemingly coming from the walls to his side. They then jerk him into the same wall, causing him to bash into it and stumble over the chains as they release. The lady, seeing this, seems confused until a ghostly, watery genasi walks out of the wall and gestures the lady to run out of the alleyway. Seeing this, she is shocked, but doesn't think too hard on it and runs as fast and past the ghostly figure that saved her life. After she leaves, the man stands up rather shaken and looks at the specter with surprise and quickly anger as he grips his knife further. And this is where Paul enters the fray. Please place yourself in the alleyway.
What the fuck?
What was that?
Oh, that was me getting ready.
Okay, you sounded like a gremlin.
This just in. Paul is actually cannot be fed after midnight.
Do not feed any Pauls you see during the situation at hand.
Wait,
Transformations
but
begin
but
at
he's a
midnight.
water genasi.
Video.
All right. So let's. So as the scene unveils, you have walked out, let loose a lady to prevent her from being hounded, if you will. And the man who has seen this pulls out his knife. He's just like, "Hey, what are you doing? I was supposed to have her. Ah, I don't know what you are, you weird little watery freak." That was loud.
It's so much louder
What
than you.
was that noise? He then pulls out his knife and he's like, "I will gut you. It pop you like a water balloon." And he starts to walk towards you, very drunkenly, because you can see he's kind of wobbly and with his steps, as if he doesn't quite know where his footing is supposed to take him.
I'm zooming into the picture.
What picture? I don't even want to know. Ethan.
Sure.
Can you
Man.
click
Yeah.
on the token
Oh.
real quick?
Huh?
The guy with the knife. And
Can I
then
what now?
Can you click on the token of the guy with the knife and click Control Z?
Why?
I want to see what he looks like, but I can't see that well.
I can make him bigger. I can just do this.
No. You can actually do it a lot better. It will show up on all of our screens if you click on the token and press Control.
Well, Control Z just backs up. It undoes things.
Oh, sorry, Shift Z. Wrong one.
Oh, hey.
Oh, okay. There's the guy.
Wow, he looks homeless.
Yes, he is.
Like
What the fuck? Stop pressing the buttons. All right, Ethan, or should I say Paul? This guy has just said this thing that he was going to gut you like a balloon of water. What do you say as character? Stop making the Discord noises. Good lord.
I literally just started going, it's like, I'm gonna blow your mind. Go ahead, try.
You can now move through any creature object as an action, long as the object isn't magically protected. Anything your person is holding or wearing is allowed to do. So you just walk through him, or are you expecting him to walk through you?
I'm expecting him to try to stab me, and it's not gonna do shit.
Here's what I'm gonna do. So we'll consider this a reaction. So the moment he goes to attack, you can effectively go and be immune to physical damage in this situation. And with that, roll initiative. Also, while that happens, music, shall we?
Wait, don't you have to roll initiative in the turn order somehow?
I have to. No, I can just roll and then add it manually.
Actually, better since you have a character sheet for this guy. I'm guessing.
Want to do this, by the way? I do.
You have a character. All right, so click on the token, then click roll the initiative button.
Oh, does it have a thingy on there on this token?
Yeah, if you have a character sheet, all you gotta do is click the token and then click the initiative.
Oh, and it looks like I can enter mine by myself.
Wait, where is roll initiative? So his token, and then, or is it like in bio and info?
Do you have an NPC sheet or a player character sheet?
This is a player character. I've made all these with player characters.
Okay, so you just click initiative. The word.
I got a horrible initiative.
Oh yeah,
Now,
you
for
got a
Paul,
6.
I want you
Wow.
to click your character and then also do the same thing. While
What,
I go
right
and stop
click?
my cat from climbing up.
Oh no, I think he
Can
means
you-
like
Can
click
you turn
it
down the
and
music?
then.
I can't hear over
Oh.
it.
Yeah. Actually, you can manually turn the music down. By the way,
How?
Settings.
on the right where it says the cog, you can go there and find audio settings, and you can manually turn it down.
Man, you should have invited me to a D&D session a long time ago. I would have teach you more stuff.
Well, I've been watching very loosely, but like actually being able to play is very different from watching.
So
I've watched a lot.
How do I roll it like this?
Alright, so you just click your token. So you know how you can click on your token and move
Yeah.
it? Click on your token, go to your character sheet, and click the word initiative on how you roll the initiative and all that.
So what if I like click on my character and then hit it?
Yep, it will show
Oh.
up.
Hey there. All right,
Well, I still want to go with the first initiative if you can change it because
I can. I think it was 6. So there you go. So with this, he is going to attempt to stab you with a knife, but seeing as you have triggered that ability, he is going to just stumble through you and become wet.
Hold on.
Stop. So with his movement, he's just gonna get like right here and go. What the fuck? And just slides right through you and lands and kind of fumbles because he wasn't expecting that. Even though he was very confused as to what you were, he's too drunk to understand what you are, and so he slips and falls, and he just kind of trips and lands prone because he was not expecting to walk into a literal water balloon man. It is now your turn. What are you gonna do?
Oh, that's great that you said he.
Stop!
Please stop! That is so loud.
Really? I did not know this. This is quiet.
I'm trying to focus on D&D. I don't need sound effects. I can do them myself.
My headphones are very loud when it comes to soundboards.
I apologize.
I don't know why.
All right. Continue.
The only thing I can do is mute soundboards, and I don't want to do that.
All right, it's your turn. Paul,
So,
show us what you got.
you said he got wet from that, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna assume that there's water underneath him, and I'm gonna freeze it.
Well, there's water around him, that's for sure. Oh, I did the thing where you were talking about where you can, like, freaking minimize the character sheet. You can choose an area around you to see if 5 foot and instantly move or otherwise. So you just. So
Number
you
4.
freeze. There are creatures in it.
Did you just fucking frozone him?
Yes, he literally got covered in the moisture that was within himself. And then the moment he lands, you turn around and poke him, and you just see this crystallizing effect go over his body as he is now encased in like a thin layer of ice.
Since this happens within 6 seconds, that's just torture. Oh god.
It is, yes.
Well, he was about to
painful.
physically do non-consensual things to
I'm
somebody, so I
gonna
don't
have
care.
him roll for like a 1d4 of just ice damage. Does that sound fair?
Yeah.
I would honestly say since he's freezing him solid, it would be a D12.
The D. What was that?
A D12. Like you're
For just-
freezing him solid.
Well, no. He's using shape water on the guy, and because the guy was now coated in the water, he's not freezing him solid. He's just freezing the outer layer around him, or like the moisture that was on him.
Oh, then I would probably say a 1d6.
That's fine. Here we go. Oh god, he took the full damage. You watch as this dude's skin, you could see immediately turns from this lively, like tannish yellow to a sudden partially bluer tone quite quickly. And you see it's all over his body, and it is now his turn. With that, he is going to shake off the ice and stand up for half his movement. I'm gonna actually have him. It is a thin layer of ice because it wasn't much, so I am just gonna have him just break out of it. We'll just consider that free damage that you were able to just do to him. But yeah,
I'm
he's
trying
going
to freak him out right now.
You definitely did. So he freezes and he breaks out. He's just shivering. He's like, "What the fuck are you?" And he's gonna try and crawl away with half movement speed. He's not standing up. He's too strong to do that. So he's going to only make it 15 feet. Oh, that's the wrong button. 1, 5, 10, 15. What did you just send? Yeah, accurate. So he does that, and then he turns around, and you see the bottle he has. He just chucks it at you, and that is just strength. That's a save. My bad. Wrong one. Hold on. It is basically the same, actually. Apparently, nothing changed. So we're gonna use the 15. Does a 15 hit your AC?
What am I rolling here?
Nothing. If you look on your character sheet, you have armor class. That is your.
That is not. It does
You
not.
what?
My armor class is 10.
That does
That hits.
hit.
That hits then. If
Oh,
it
it
goes
does?
above your armor class, then it doesn't hit.
So since your armor class is
Oh.
10, if it hits, the roll is 10 up, that means it hits. As long as it goes anywhere from a 10 and up.
Yeah. Okay. So
But it's
you're
a
just
9.
gonna take.
No. They're going with the first roll. They have
Yeah,
to
because it's the
mod.
same thing.
Okay,
I didn't
that's
realize the
what it
save
is,
and the
but-
thing would be. Yeah, it's fine. So he rolled a 15. I will roll. What was that? A D4, I believe. From the what was it called? Fucking. I can't remember what it's called, but we just did it with the other guy, so I'm just gonna do it anyways. You took 1 damage.
Man,
As this
Patty
fight
really
is,
just got fucked up by gang members, and
He-
he's just getting hit by a
he
child.
did, but he managed to beat the shit out of all of them.
Yeah, and then over here, Paul is getting hit by children.
A drunk child, yes. So as he throws the bottle, you see it kind of whiz past and through your form, kind of like scraping across the side of your face. It kind of takes away. It looks like part of your ear, but then it just reforms back, and you just kind of look back at him and just like, okay. It's your turn. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna walk up to him. Literally
Alright.
just walk to him. Being like, listen, you're young. You can go.
Oh
That's
god,
right,
it's
hold
not
it
I'm
there.
gonna
not
do
gonna
too.
hurt you as long as you go now. But if he does try to attack, I'm gonna be ready to do that.
Oh,
Roll
no,
an
Tom's gonna do
intimidation.
too.
Oh god, you're gonna freeze him again?
He is pissing his pants.
Actually, I have to say this because it makes sense. You should have had to roll for advantage because not only is he drunk, he just went through all that shit. So this makes sense that you get a net 20. So
also,
just-
because he was frozen solid, I would like to
Yeah.
argue with the fact that he should have half movement.
Oh no, he
and
did. He's still
should be
he's still
attacking
prone.
with disadvantage.
What now?
He should be attacking with disadvantage because he was solid.
He was no. He
Or-
broke
was
out
second?
because it was a
I
it
don't
was a
think it
thin
matters.
layer of ice.
I literally don't think it matters at that
Frostbite?
point.
Yes.
Oh my god, yeah, true.
Yeah. So
It's legit, just you're fighting a person with a disability at this
as
moment.
as you say this to him, you begin to get closer and closer to him, and you're standing above him when you suddenly notice your foot is turning yellow. And you look down and you see there is a puddle of yellow forming beneath the man, as he is also out cold out of sheer fear. And he has wet himself, and thus infested you with his piss. So you have a trace of his piss in your leg, and you can easily shake it off, and you do. You're like, get the fuck off of me. And then you just kind of sidestep around him and walk out towards the aisle, or the
Wait,
alleyway.
A question. Can you technically shape water on his piss?
Yes, it is a liquid. That is only if he chooses to do so, though.
Oh no!
No.
Don't
No,
attack
alright.
him with his
That's too
piss.
much.
Piss
He's
sword.
Gotta be
so-
also
insane.
dead.
Super Saiyan piss.
Saiyan
So
Bacon
as-
would absolutely do that in a heartbeat, but this is not Saiyan Bacon.
Yeah, no. Okay, so I want you to describe what you're gonna do after this has happened, and then we'll do stuff. Because I imagine you're gonna do something as your character, or unless you want me to just take the reins, it's up to you.
I mean, he just passed out, pissed himself. I don't think I'm gonna touch him. I'm just
Alright.
gonna try to go away now.
I just want to say, what is this shit? I had to 1v3 fucking pirates.
Don't
meanwhile.
worry. Don't worry.
What is this shit? It was supposed to be tougher, but then you got this.
Yeah, don't
Fighting a
worry.
drunk
Everyone
dude.
has their own things. You just kind of got shafted a smidge. But to be fair, you survived, so it makes you look really badass.
Yeah,
He's not
Put
wrong.
him over here at 1 HP eating crackers.
He was at 6. Looked.
Well, that's even worse.
Yeah,
What's your,
no.
what's your
I
max
peeked
HP?
over like halfway through the battle, and I was just like, "Ah!"
What is your max HP?
29.
Oh
Dude!
my god!
That is so
Yeah.
Oh my god.
it's pretty low, which is why I was being very loosey with a lot of their movements and stuff.
My
But
max
Hey,
is
hey,
32.
hey,
damn.
I don't want to hear this shit. I'm at 25.
that's true.
I don't want to. Wait a minute. Did
All
you
right.
only take 1 damage?
With that, you see as this watery figure, and actually yeah, no, never mind. I forgot. Everyone already sees who freaking look like. So this water figure then steps out of the aisle, and he kind of looks past both of the directions. He's just kind of like, huh, I guess I didn't get seen. And then you hear something behind you. And as you turn around, you see a misty shroud, similar to what was described before, coming closer to you, and you see the same horses that was described as prior. And as this carriage pulls up, you're kind of just stuck there, frozen, just confused as to what's happening, because you've been in this town for a little bit. You've seen some carriages. This is different. As it pulls up closer to you, it actually stops directly in front of the corner you were chopper-esque hiding behind. And the door opens. And just like before, with Platinum, or Platty, you hear a very old voice say, "Don't just stand there. Come inside." And unable to stop yourself, literally, you start walking into the carriage and take a seat. And as you do, you notice you're not the only one in this carriage, nor is there only one person in this carriage. You notice there is a man in a red hood with a beak-like doctor's mask, or witch doctor mask, or plague doctor mask, sorry. And then in front of him, you see this old man, who I will not describe again, but yeah, the same old guy, right? He doesn't change. He doesn't suddenly have black hair and everything. But it's this old figure, and he has you sit down, similar fashion. And he releases the control over you, and he says, "Now, I've said it to him, but you have nothing to fear. I am here because I know what you want, and I'm here to help because I too desire the same results. My name is Arthur Blackheart, son of the Omen Queen, the same woman who cursed you with this spectral form. He's leaned the conversation to you, Platty. Or not Platty, Paul. Keys.
You're not talking about who I think you are.
Did I not just say her name, child, or did she not tell you her name?
No, she never did.
It is like my mother to be as sly as a snake. The woman who separated your beings was my mother, a mother who has not been the kindest past the years I've existed. And unfortunately, you are not the only one she has affected, as you notice him look over towards the red hooded figure. This here, unless you would prefer to introduce yourself, he gestures to Platty.
I look at him and I go, you can just call me Platty.
There you have it. Everyone in this cart is of similar circumstances, and we all hope to work together for a very beneficial arrangement, if you will. Do you have any questions, or would you prefer to get to the pleasantries? Because we have a bit of a ride to get to.
Nah, go for it. I'm down for getting my body back.
That is good. Very forward. I like that. Young, spry man indeed. He then taps his cane again, and you see a compartment sitting next to you where you had sit open up, and you see a drink and a bunch of food. What is your reaction to that?
I can't eat.
He looks at you and gauges, and he's like, I should have seen that coming, to be fair. I'm sorry, I'm a little tired today. He taps his cane, and you see the compartment close. And then you hear him whistle. Driver, continue forward. There are 3 more, I believe, left to collect. And then you hear and feel the shift in the cart as it continues forward. And now we go on to the next story bit.
Hold on, can I say something to the guy that's passed out?
Yeah,
as we're driving by?
As you're driving by, sure.
Later, loser.
The old man Arthur looks at you, and he's just like, I guess you're still a child in there somewhere. And then the scene closes and opens up anew as we continue to play the music.
And the woman walked home.
Walked home very confused.
As you're driving past, you look over to the side and see the woman dead on the side as cart tracks run through it. No, I'm kidding.
I knew it.
Quickly, grab the card, make it invisible, make it intangible.
If you put the cloak invisibility from Harry Potter on top of a cart, it turns the whole cart invisible. Genius! Anyways. Okay, so let's continue. A kingdom of elves lie deep in the forest, where they raise a young boy whose blood is not the purest. He is treated like most with minor transgressions, and lives quite fondly with all his possessions. The boy enjoys Mother Nature and her kin, and always tries to take good care of them. He cherishes his bond with the animals and the plants, and knew not to desecrate what Mother Nature made with her hands. But one day a sickly omen fell the land, and left most plants and animals sick and damned. There was no cure for this wretched disease, but he knew he would find a way to put them at ease. So he set out and followed its path of destruction, but only found the Omen Queen with her magics of seduction. She pulled the boy in and kissed his face, and 2 sharp fangs grew in with haste. He felt himself suddenly grow colder by the second, as his face tightened around his once youngly complexion. Sharp nails grew in, and his eyes turned red. He now understood what it felt like to be dead. The Omen Queen laughed at the poor boy's condition, then vanished in smoke that clouded his vision. Now seeing his once lively form twisted, the boy ran back to see if someone could fix it. But all he ran to led him away, for they knew not how to cure him this day. So he ran to the eldest of all of the elves and pleaded for a solution to fix himself. But the answer he got was not what he wanted, for he had to leave or else he'd be hunted. So he gathered himself and leapt into the night and said goodbye to the ones he held tight. The boy understood that the Omen Queen was to blame, so he ventured forward to snuff out her flame. With the unknown ahead and the future a blur, he knew that his next hunt would be hunting for her. All right, and guess what time it is?
Scene swap.
Scene swap.
Scene swap. Scene swap.
Scene swap.
Oh, we going
swap.
camping now?
Scene swap.
Clean up, clean up.
What?
All
Wow,
right.
that's a lot of green. And this is just a hole in the forest.
It be a forest indeed.
Well, I think wouldn't it be more
Be a
that
hole.
it's just like the trees are actually there, that we just don't see them, so we can see what's happening.
Oh yeah, most likely.
The trees
Yeah.
are there. You can kind of see them faintly, but it doesn't really matter, just, mapping and all that. Anyways, I'm going to do some fun noisy mixing. Boop. Boop. Tell me if this is too loud or anything.
Perfect.
No.
All right. Good. There it is. All right.
The crackle.
Are we supposed to be hearing music?
The flames of a bonfire flicker around a makeshift camp that holds a rather small portion of bandits, totaling around 5.
Uh-oh.
Within the camp is also some wild birds and rodents in cages, followed by some wolves bound in rope to be gutted for later. 2 of the bandits find themselves sleeping in tents hung by sticks and strings, while the other 2 sit by the fire roasting a type of wild rodent, maybe a rat of sorts. The 5th, however, is leaning next to a tree quite a bit away from the camp, relieving himself of his bodily fluids. As this happens, a quick noise flies and strikes the lone man in the neck, piercing his vocal cords, preventing him from making a noise as another noise flies by and pierces through his head, killing him instantly. After the man slumps over and falls to the ground, after that, the man slumps over and falls to the ground, but before he lands making a noise, another gloved hand suddenly catches him and slowly lays him to the ground. The figure appears to be a half-elf wearing leather-padded armor that covers his body neck down. The figure then disappears and takes off towards the camp, where it finds its way behind the tents, where it gazes its next targets. And with that, Albatross, place yourself on the map, where you think you would be sneaking off in this situation.
I remember how to do this. Yes.
Go to your player thing, click, hold name, drag onto thing.
Okay.
Player listing thing.
Here. Desk.
Yep. All right. I'm gonna be placing some on the map where there are intents. So do be prepared for that. I'm gonna lay them sideways to note that they are prone and in fact sleeping. And then there are these 2 over by the fire. Wait, actually, is this right here? Ah, so none of the stones are in the middle. Oh, that's fine. So, in this situation you see before you, why is Gur on the map?
If you want to actually place them exactly on the stones, just hold Alt while moving them.
So, Gur, why are you on the map?
Grr! doesn't know how he ended up here.
Get out of here! You just hear off the distance.
Okay, okay.
This is just like an echoing disappearing of a person.
Oh!
I caught my penis in the zipper. All right.
I actually don't know how Gert ended up there. I didn't place it down.
That's fine. Let me quickly look at something because I gotta get these health stats down.
Gert accidentally travels to the human realm. Where the fuck am I?
This one might be interesting.
Universe now.
Alright, I'm gonna zoom in so I can see what things I'm looking at.
Gert is
Alright.
in the room right now with Mr. Gamer.
Mr. Gamer Man!
Mr. Gamer
Is he a man or a gamer?
No, they're both.
Oh no.
Shit.
Alright, so, in this situation, I'll actually let you do a lot of creative work here. Because 2 of them are sleeping, which means you can, and I will allow this. If you catch my drift there.
Yes, yes.
You're gonna snap their penises.
However,
Quite.
this will require stealth checks on occasion. You will be at advantage due to your naturalness into the woods. You are.
Quite.
Alright. Snap their dicks. Ow.
Again, saying bacon isn't in this one. Jesus.
I have a question.
Gosh.
Are these just two sets of twins?
Yes.
I just have a bunch of. I have literally a male and a female band, and I've duplicated them twice. So sure.
Oh no.
It's
they're
just
twins.
it's an entire bandit group of like quadruplets or whatever the fifth one would be.
Don't let one of them kill them all.
Yeah.
It would be too
All
sad
right.
to let a twin. Not
With
do
that,
their-
Albatross, take lead.
I'm gonna sneak forward a little bit. Just a little bit.
Alright.
And I'm going to. Is this how you do it? Multi-attack.
Oh shit.
I'm going to fire an arrow at each. Wait.
They're in the tents, by the way. The ones that are on top of tents
No.
are inside tents.
No, I get that. I'm going after the people on the fire first.
Oh, all right.
I'm gonna
Hold on.
shoot
I'm gonna.
one at his neck. I'm gonna pop out and
Oh, shit.
immediately shoot the second one in the neck as well.
All right. I
I'm not
assume.
gonna-
Are
I'm
you
not
doing
gonna-
this silently, like trying not to wake up the people in the tent, or are you
Yes.
just going balls in?
No. I'm sneaking, and then I'm gonna use the
Okay.
multi-attack to shoot one that immediately.
So
shoot another.
roll me a stealth check. That is
If
good.
they already got
Oh,
this
shit,
close,
there
I
we
would honestly say that they're
Once.
pretty stealth.
It didn't pop
Yes.
up for me on the first
That's
line.
why I was doing it. It's fine. Oh, that's the wrong thing. Where is the?
I mean, you
shit,
rolled
there
the
it is.
exact same.
I'm back.
Yeah. well,
So, here's what I'm gonna look at. I want to see their passive perception. No, they don't notice shit. All right. With that, go and make some attack rolls. And because this is a stealth strike, what's the bonus on stealth? Let me see if I put that in the list.
Stealth actually just gives you advantage unless you're rogue.
Ah. So you just do damage then.
Pretty much. I think I can quickly check.
We'll just
that
say
makes
that's how it
sense,
works for
honestly.
now until you can check.
Yeah. Right, so roll. It is technically kind of close, but not. I'll say this is out of the range of being disadvantaged to being close. But also, you're a natural hunter, so I think it's fine to say you're still fine. So just roll straight shots.
how does one?
Your character sheet should have like a bow shot ability, I think, or something I set up on there for your attacks. I believe.
When a creature can't see you, you have attack rolls against
Nope.
advantage on attack rolls against it.
I didn't even mean to do that.
But
Wait,
when
hold
you
on. I just.
attack,
Sorry, hold on. I just noticed something. We're gonna back up a bit. Multi-attack. You can make 2 attacks, only one of which can be a bite.
Yeah, which I assume since only one of them can be a bite, that means I could be 2 totally different attacks too. I just
With-
can't bite twice.
As an action, you can make 2 attacks, only one of which can be a bite. guess that makes sense. It never states, I guess it's specifically just, that's fine. No, that's fine.
Oh, this is
I
gonna
will-
be broken as fuck.
It will, but we've seen there can be a difficulty curve.
I have the lowest amount of health in the group. Give me this one thing.
Oh, actually, sorry. Actually, I forgot. Well, technically, you're gonna get. I think at level 4, you technically 5, you get another multi attack.
We'll manage well.
They're
So
gonna
don't
become
worry.
a fighter ranger.
They could, because they are a vampire. They have pretty good stuff for a lot of their like movements.
No, I meant like
Do we do
just
this
if
twice?
they're
Is this what we
say
do?
you're a ranger, they're technically a fighter.
I
But
believe so. Let me
they're
pull
also
up their sheets real fast, because I had to move them out of the way. The sheets aren't loading super well right now. Well, the females didn't. That's fun. Where is the fucking... Let's roll the female again.
that wolf you could hear is just girl.
So, for some reason, I cannot see the female's character sheet. It is blacked out. Or not blacked out, it's whited out for some reason.
Weird.
Oh, there it goes. Okay, it loaded. That took a second. Unfortunately, you missed both shots. You hear or as these guys are sitting there by the fire, they're kind of like roasting their food, and then suddenly they hear, and they jolt to the side and hear sounds of something hitting a far off tree, and to them, actually, I'll have one of them roll. Where is that at? That is right here. All right. I'll do that for both then. All right. So you watch as the female stands up from her position and starts to head towards where the sound landed. Maybe it was a tree or maybe it was like a branch or something, or an animal that had fallen or something. She's curious as to what that was. The man, however, he turns around and looks to see if he can find you. He will have to make a perception check. Because he's running against your stealth, which was a 16. Oh, God.
Fuck.
Oh.
He can see all.
Yeah, no. He looks at you and he immediately
he
sees...
just notices that computer program.
he looks at you, and to him, you're as bright as day. You are shrouded in the light of the fire, and you see him
He is-
immediately stand up. And he got a nat 20. He screams, "Wake up! There's an intruder here! Or there's someone up here!" All right. I was not expecting that, so this will be interesting.
Fuck me.
Yeah. So
Don't
here's
die
what.
immediately.
Yes,
I have a plan. I have a plan.
that's good. Be smart in these situations. You're gonna need it. So the guys in the tents are still rustling. They're still prone technically, so they won't be getting up this turn. The female, which I believe is why am I on the wrong freaking monitor all the time? The female, she is going this way. She has a 30 movement speed. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. She was over here. It's around the spot where your arrows were launched. She cannot move because she just used her action to do that. I guess she can use her dash action to go back, so that's what she'll do. But actually, we'll roll initiative first. Then we'll set up everything in the order of situations.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
that's technically how it would work.
Yeah, I was like realizing things are getting a little ahead of everything, so we're gonna stop the beautiful bonfire noises, which was very peaceful actually, and we're gonna play some battle music. All right, with the starting of this whole shenanigans, let's get some initiative rolls going, shall we? So much like with what happened earlier, I'm going to add everyone to the turn thing. Turn, and then there's one more.
Remember to click on your
I've-
You
token before you
technically
roll initiative.
didn't need to do
Oh,
that.
so we're not gonna
Remember,
count
you
that?
can just click on their token and then click initiative.
Yeah. Oh wait. Oh, I didn't realize it. Okay, that's fine.
Don't
So-
worry, you're new.
I am. All right, so this is a bandit male. Shit.
Well, if we're counting my 22, I still have him beat.
You do. That is scary, though. I'll put in your 22 manually. You got a 16 on that one. Or 7. That was not very good on his part, but that's fine. Let's click on this one. Let's go to the female. And... she got a 16. Man, they're pretty good on their initiatives. Alright. What was your number again? 22?
22.
Alright.
Not
The
as good
initiatives
as
are
Outback,
set. Let me align things in the way they're supposed to be. Alright, with this, it is your turn to go. All attacks on the ones in the tents are at advantage. Also, it is just a, very thinly clothed tent, so your arrows will pierce through them no problem. So, with that, let's get battle going. What do you do? What's your first action?
Okay. Give me a few seconds to look at this. Okay, alright. First, it's gonna be a little weird. First, we're gonna do this.
As a bonus action, you can phase yourself 30 feet at any scene distance as long as you can actually see it. Alright, so where are you going? 30 feet distance.
Alright. Nope, I didn't mean to do that, but we're doing this.
Alright.
Look at it, but this will my initial plan was to do this, so that's what we're doing.
Alright, so you're going over and biting this person, right?
Yes.
So, you use your strength or dexterity roll to see if you grab your target, and if you hit, then you bite deals necrotic damage equal to 1d6 plus the ability modifier used to make the attack roll. The total number is also the amount of health you gain from the sapping their life force. If the target is unable to move in any way, then you can automatically life drain them as a bonus action. So, with that, roll and see if you hit. That is your strength or dex.
Seeing that my dex is way better, I'm gonna go with that.
I am near certain that hits. I'll double check to be safe, because yeah, that hits. So, what is?
17 hits.
Okay, so you have a +3 to your dex modifier. Roll a 1d6. So you get a 5 damage dealt to this character.
Okay.
That's not bad. So, as this is happening and this slowly lit campfire is occurring, suddenly this character who was hidden in the shadows, partially lit by the fire, suddenly appears in front of this bandit who was originally sitting down but stood up to deal with you. You're now latched onto him, and you rear his head to the side and bite into him. And even though you haven't lost health, you would have gained 5 health back. But because of that, you didn't. So, because you're full health, you did. So yes, you've done that damage. What do you do in this sense? Do you want to back up or anything? You still have your movement. But you will be, in the situation of 5 feet for their melee attack. So what do you want to do?
Okay, you said that somebody else was here now?
There is the woman over here.
Yeah.
And then these two are in their tents, still waking up. It will take a full round, which is basically we're going to skip their 2 turns for this round. And then the next time they'll actually have their turns. So for now, you just have to worry about this guy and this girl. If I can click it. There you go. Those 2. So, what are you going to do with this guy who's in front of you right now?
I guess I'm going to stay here for now.
All right. He is actually the 19th roller, so we're going to use his turn next. So let's see what he does with you effectively holding on to him. He's going to take out his knife, and he's going to just kind of push you away and then go in for like a quick slash.
Okay.
Let's see if he hits. Does 15 hit you?
My armor class?
Yep.
Mine's 14, so yes.
Ooh, that was close to actually missing. So yeah, okay, so let's see how much damage you take. You take 6 slashing damage. Do you have any defenses against anything like that? I don't believe you do.
Like specifically?
Yes. For like slashing or anything like that. Slashing or piercing. I don't think you do. I think you're fine.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Okay. It will say like weaknesses or something on your character sheet.
I just have I have that.
So yeah, you're fine. All right. So with that, he kind of steps back away. He pushes you away and he steps back a bit. He's about right here. This is where he's at. It is now the girl's turn. She will, well, she's used a lot of her movement speed. She's going to, let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I don't think she can actually reach you, but what she'll do is she'll get, okay, so she was right here, I believe. No, I think she was actually one back. She's right here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. She's going to stand right here. Actually, she's going to... Yeah, we're going to have her round the bend to right here, so she has a good aim at you. She is going to pull out her crossbow, I believe that's what she has. And she is going to shoot you with it. Are you ready?
Yeah. This.
Holy shit! They have such good modifiers. And she missed horribly. So yeah, no, just you duck quickly beside, and it just whizzes past you, not affecting you in the slightest. It is now your turn again, because now the round has restarted. The guys in the tents have officially woken up. On the next time, we'll be using them in their turns as well. You gain a bonus +5 to all melee damage. You also gain advantage on acrobatic, athletics, strength, dex checks, and saves due to your vampiric powers. Whoa!
Whoa.
So
You'll take his fucking head off.
So you roll the dice roll, I believe. So you roll it once and then you double that, is that right? You double your roll?
I believe it does it all automatically when you press short sword.
Oh yeah, so click the little thing that says short sword.
I already did. That's what I did.
No, the little blue icon went underneath the next one.
Yeah, it's doing that. It's messing up. Something's going on with something's going on with that. What does the there should be, I think. Whoa, what is that?
I have no idea.
What the heck was that?
Libby, that's what it was.
Oh, okay. So if you look in your character sheet where you use the short sword, there should be a second section where it says you can.
Can everyone hear me?
Click. Yes, we can hear you.
Yep.
Should be a second play.
Okay, so where you use short sword, right across from the number you click to roll.
So
you can click that where it says piercing.
Oh, okay. So that.
Yeah, and now you'll double that, so you do 8 damage.
Okay.
Never mind, you figured it out.
Yeah, I was trying to get to that point because apparently that is supposed to just do it regardless, but didn't for some reason. But it's fine because I already know how to do that part at least.
It doesn't do it automatically if you don't have it set in your sheet.
No, well either way, it's fine. Manually is still good. Who are you hitting by the way? Was that the dude or are you hitting the girl?
I'm slashing at the dude. It's a short range attack.
Oh, I don't know why I thought you were still using your bow. So that was
I switched to
8 damage.
short.
Shit. What the fuck? Holy crap! All right. As you cleave through this man, you just whoosh right through his chest. There is a very clear exposing of rib cage just from that one slice. It was a clean cut. He is incredibly wounded. You see him hunched over. He's just like, oh, he's holding his chest in immense pain. Do you have any other action you would like to do, or is that all you can do, or all you want to do?
Do I have?
Oh wait, hang on. You gain a +5 bonus to all melee damage.
Yeah, that's what I did. I
thought that was for what's the word I'm looking for? I thought that was for the accuracy. That's damage. You kill him. How do you want to kill him?
I just like before, except for he doesn't wake up this time. Just
all right, so you
chest.
slice right through, and you see his intestines immediately spill out, just and all on the ground. He just falls over immediately, lifeless. Just with that, you hear off in the distance, the girl screams, "No, Richie!" And she whips out her crossbow and loads it again.
She was
and
5 days from retirement.
We were supposed to go on vacation, Richie! She whips out her crossbow, and she's going to shoot you again. Are
It
you
just
ready?
makes a thud noise when
Yeah.
they whip it out.
No way.
It's
Yeah.
it's a crossbow. Here's the damage. 6.
Damn.
All right. So suddenly, as she yells this, right in your shoulder, immediately
No,
there.
you're not here.
Better get back on the map.
Yep.
I'm sneaking onto the board. You're not part of this board meeting.
Girl just comes in like eating fucking popcorn. Like, what the fuck's going
Is
on?
Girl ready to take turn yet? No! All right. Oh, wait, actually, I forgot to ask. Did you want to move anywhere from that position you were at?
Not just yet. Well, we'll just.
All
do
right.
that.
Hold on. I want to do something real quick because I'm curious. Do I have... Yeah. Where is... no, it's fine. I know how to do it from the thing. There, okay. I was trying to access something. Sorry. Because I learned something recently about the whatchamahoos, these things, these icons in Roll20. I think it's this. Yeah, here we
The
go.
whatchamahoos.
Boop.
The whatchamacallit.
There.
Actually,
I found
yeah,
it. Oh, there you go. That works.
yeah.
So there. See, now he's dead. I found that out recently. I'm kind of mad because I made all those like symbols you can place over your characters to reference that they've been hit, like they're afflicted with something, and then this I found out. I was like, fuck.
Oh,
right.
I should teach you some more.
Nah, it's fine. We'll learn as the way. It's fun that way. All right. With that, it is the people waking up's turn. It is the dude who is over here. He's going to spend half his movement to stand up and walk out of the tent. Oops. So we'll say that's 5,
It's gonna
10.
be like 5 more minutes.
Actually, about right here. He's gonna peek out, see you standing over the corpse of one of his comrades, and he's like, "What the hell?" Ah! And he's gonna run at you with a sword. And that was 10. What is that? 15, 20? Yeah, he can get to you. All right.
I have a question.
Yes.
If they were prone, which means they were sleeping, them getting up is half their movement.
It is. Yes.
He said.
Oh, you're
Okay.
right. Wait, no, that would be 15. So, oh wait, no, I forgot to. I said it, and then immediately forgot to actually imply it. So that would only allow them to get to. Wait. 5, 10. That would get them right here. That's all he could do. He's still like putting on his shoe.
Just hopping.
And that,
You
I
just
guess,
see a
yeah, that is-
half-naked man come out.
pretty much, yeah. They're just kind of
Is
in
he
their skivvies.
wearing pants?
He's in his skivvies, all right. So as that happens, you then see a woman pop out of the tent. She's just like, "Richie, not now! We were so close!" And then she sees this and also attempts to go to you. She actually is closer, so she can get to you.
Dude, and then another tip. You just see girl.
No, get back in the tent. All right. Let's see if she can swing at you. She's got a swing in her. There's a 13 hit. Wait,
No,
yours says
I got
14.
14.
You immediately seeing this like matrix just right to the side. It is now your turn. What do you do in that swift moment you have dodged her attack? You're doing it again.
Yeah, I need the
Curse
help.
boy.
Nibble on her ankle.
Damn it.
Yeah. I don't think you get any bonuses with the bite, unfortunately. So that's a miss. Can be used as an action. Yeah, as an action. So yeah, unfortunately you've done it. So you try to go into her bite. She kind of pushes your head away because the moment you whip out your fang and you try to bite her, she sees that and freaks out. She pushes you away immediately.
Stop saying whip
Intimidation
out.
roll.
You have no. You have the ability to move. What do you do? Because I think no, you've already used your step thing. Unless can your step thing be used as a bonus action?
when you whip
Because
out your
I think
fang.
if you can use it, but I don't know. I don't know if it's an action or a bonus.
It was bonus action.
Then you can use that as well.
Okay. Then,
Or
yes.
Richie.
So you can do that, and then you still have your movement. So where are you gonna Misty Step to, basically? Or Shadow Step. Sorry. It's in 30 feet.
These are all 5, right?
Yeah, it's only the 4. The 5th one was dead in a tree.
No, I
So,
mean,
yeah.
I mean the blocks. I mean, like, how much movement is that?
Yeah, it's 5.
Oh,
5 per
here,
block.
here.
Okay.
You can actually. So, do you see the ruler thing in
Yeah.
the left? Click on it, and it allows you to do this. So this person's exactly 30 feet away.
But I can actually go. Wait, what's my movement speed? Give me a second.
Yeah, I think it's also 30, I think.
I think it is 2. It is 30. Yes.
Issue is, if you try to Misty Step away from them, you do provoke an opportunity attack.
I don't know if it's for Shadow Step, because you're basically just appearing somewhere.
He just turns into bats?
It's basically like, it's like he turns into a shroud of shadow and just moves.
Oh, I'm more imagining that he just turns into a bunch of bats and then just flies
I mean, it could
away.
be whatever Albatross wants it to be, really.
Yeah.
Do you want bats, or do you want like a shroud of darkness?
I
Good
prefer
fucking
Shroud of
lord.
Darkness.
All right, so okay, wait, hold on now. So where was your first 30 feet putting you? Is that your first 30 feet?
That's more than my first 30 feet. That's
So if you're moving in that direction for your first 30 feet, your other 30 feet will probably be in the range of the girl.
none of these two. Only her.
Oh yeah, only her. Are you wanting her? You want to do that?
Yes, I want to make it to where I can't get hit by multiple of them. Just one.
So place yourselves where the first 30 would put you. That way I know if she's in range for her melee, because you can't. I don't. Can you cross? Yeah, you can crossbow. That's right.
She is directly at 30.
Oh, so
I went the full. I went 55.
You can do the somewhere around here.
yeah. That's true. Yeah, you could do that and then
You have
dart.
30 feet of movement.
be out of her range.
You can do 60, so going right here, you can do that. You can
That's
also
true.
do here. Yeah, basically everywhere you end up.
You're out of her range for a reaction. That's
Yeah,
pretty good.
the only places that you would basically get shorter movement.
Is if you jumped right
Well,
next to her.
Pretty
Well,
much.
actually, hold on. It's where you can see it. If it's behind a tent, he can't see that.
Okay, he can technically.
You could probably go right there, or like around that area. I'd say that would be fine.
Right here, because look at where
Yeah.
the arrow goes. It's
That's
going
in
right
view,
by
and then you can
corner.
go to the place. All right. Do you want to do that?
Yeah.
All right. You are. She sees you, and they're looking at where you were, and they're just like, "What the hell?" And then suddenly they hear as you appear beside them. She turns and realizes you're like right next to her, and you look at her and you wave, and then you run into the woods a bit. And she's like, "What the?" And she
I
can't
have
do anything.
a question.
Yes.
Do you use the premium version of this website?
Yes, I have paid for this.
Okay. Do you know how to access your spells? Your FX?
You mean for like a player?
No, I meant just for FX. You can technically.
I know
have...
there's like the exclamation thing, the compendium.
No. So if you look onto the side, there is. Give me a second. You can technically actually show how.
That's fine. We'll worry about that later, because I
Do
think
you
we're
see
doing
the
fine right
lightning
now.
bolt?
I'll worry about that. I do see stuff, but we'll worry about that later. That's not important to
Yeah.
right now.
Because if you see the lightning bolt, you can technically do an FX to show how he moves.
Okay.
Yeah. But anyways, with that being said, it is, I believe, because we lost the 19 guy. Oh wait, is it? Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Oh.
19 guys done.
I
yeah.
didn't realize it shows that. Okay, so
Yeah,
I
if
accidentally
you
got this
hover
guy
over-
and the other dude's things mixed up. So that's fine. I guess it still works out. Yeah, that was an accident on my point, but it's fine. So we'll just swap their numbers because I had this guy the 19, this guy the 7. which is fine. But this guy is dead, so... Or no, this guy's dead. Get off the... Well, I can't get him off the list, but it's fine.
Click, you just need to hover over it.
Oh, there it goes.
There you go.
I was doing that. It wasn't doing it for some reason, but I did it again. I had to, like, refresh it for a little bit. All right. With that, I do believe it is... Did it swap again? It did. It undid what I just did. All right, that's fine. With that, it is her turn, actually, and she is going to shoot at you. You are at a distance. Are you ready to be shot at once again?
Preferably not, but we're doing it.
All right. It's Archer versus Archer type moment, you know. It's pretty cool.
Miss. Fuck.
You immediately turn around to see a bolt just whiz right by your head, and you're just like...
Wouldn't anyone doing a ranged attack be at a disadvantage now because Albatross is hiding in like a tree side area?
These are kind of like your normal oak trees. They're kind of tall, so no.
Oh, well, we already mentioned the fact that this entire area, the circle, is tree.
Yeah.
Okay. Well.
It's fine, though. So, on to the 7th caricature, which is this dude. He is going to use his movement to try and get around. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Is that within range to... What's the thing I learned? No, it's not doing it. Alright. Whoa, that was weird. I just did a thing. Alright, ruler. Can he... He can't... I might have to move him at a different location. If I control Z, does that move him back?
Yeah.
It does. Alright, so... I think that's where he was. Yeah. Gart, get out of here.
I didn't place him down!
I accidentally undid your non-existence.
What the fuck?
Let's see.
Burr just appeared and God and killed him again.
Okay, good. This is in within distance. So right here, he is also going to shoot at you. Crossbow ready. He go kachuk. What the fuck is with these rolls?
Hey,
These guys have
right
good
now.
stuff. I know. All right. So much like before, but this time you see it, you just kind of turn to the side, and it just whoosh, right by you. You're just like, okay, that was cool. It is now this chick's turn. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. She's gonna stand right beside her. Actually, yeah, she's gonna stand right beside her buddy. And guess what they're gonna do?
Fuck.
You'll never
Only
guess. She's gonna shoot you.
Fuck.
Finally, something hit. All right, and you will take 10 damage.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah.
Hold on. Who's shooting?
How? It is that person. It's a crossbow.
Uh-oh. Look at the range.
What? That not in range?
I'm just... No, I'm fucking with you. I'm fucking.
Don't do that to me. I don't like that. Don't do that. Anyways.
Yeah, it goes the longest, and then for the 320 feet, that's with just advantage. And then after 320, it no longer can hit.
Gotcha. Okay, so what happens in this situation is, again, you get shot with the 10 arrow. Do you want to do anything? Because it is, I believe, now your turn.
Yes. So we're gonna put that up there.
You gain +2 bonus to attack rolls you make with ranged weapon. Horde Breaker. Once on each of your turns, when you make a weapon attack, you can make another attack with the same weapon against a different creature that is within 5 feet of the original target. Oh.
We're gonna do this.
Oh Lord!
We're gonna shoot the longbow at each of them, and since I fired twice at each of them, I guess.
And you gain a +2 bonus to the attack rolls on every single one of these.
So I'm shooting
roll
them
3 times.
Wouldn't it be 4 times?
Once on each turn, when you make a weapon attack, you can make another attack with the same weapon against a different creature as within 5 feet of the original target within range. So I think it's 3 times.
And then multi-attack, I'm firing twice, so that'd be 4 times total.
Well, no. So if you're doing it at the same time, the multi-attack is the one of them, and then the normal attack is the first one, and then the Horde Breaker is the third one.
Okay.
You catch my drift here?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I just imagine that one scene where it's like everyone looks up and there's all those arrows raining down
Yeah.
from the
Okay.
sky.
So wait, hold on. What was the +2? That is. Yeah, that misses.
To range. Yeah, that'd be a 10.
Yeah, that misses, unfortunately. That hits.
That
Who
does
you
it.
hitting?
The first one. The one directly in front of me.
This one. All right. Roll me some damage on that one real fast.
What do you want?
What does your long? Remember that thing I said with the short sword? Do that with the longbow.
Okay.
6. Now, does he have anything special bonus? With your damage? No. So you
Not
just
like
do
before,
6
the other
damage.
one. Yeah.
15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 12, All right. Math. All right. So immediately just right into her shoulder, kind of like what she did to you that one time, and you're just kind of like snares, and she's like, ah, fuck. What's your next hit?
Well, now I can shoot again to the other girl,
Yep.
right?
Yep. Ah.
Only I had advantage.
I know.
Damn.
Right by her head. It like flies in between both of the girls, and they both just kind of look back, and they're just like, whoa, huh, and then look back at you. What do you want to do?
You hear Gur's voice encouraging you from the tent.
I guess.
What do you want to do in this situation?
Well, that's everything but movement, isn't it?
Yes. You haven't done your movement.
I almost have to go. I
That's
almost have
fine.
to go down.
Uh,
I don't know. I think it's there though.
Alright, let me see some real fast while you do that. I'm just curious about some with the crossbow.
Oh, it's one more.
The crucible.
Also, I've been thinking this. Why is there 2 Codys on the bottom left?
Because one is for the stream and one is for me to control the game.
Oh.
I have it so the stream can see what we're doing.
Wait, come here.
Okay, so I'm gonna question, because it is nighttime in this area, and you have scared off a decent chunk now in comparison to the last time. Do you want to try and hide and see if you can kind of sneak away a little? Not like a way to leave, but like kind of get into the shadows and make them finding you a bit difficult.
Yes.
Become Batman.
Roll another stealth check.
I am Batman.
Roll a Batman check.
What the fuck? So, what I'm gonna do...
I can turn literally invisible, so...
What?
Or, I was talking about the shadow thing.
Oh, that's... Okay, so...
Yeah.
I'm now... Every time they go to
also-
shoot you,
I can also
they
do
have to roll
this.
perception. What the fuck?
So I could climb a tree if I really needed to.
That's true. You are a freaking monkey. Alright. So, with that being said...
That's racist.
It is... That's racist!
My person is mixed race, so that is race.
Are
so
you a
the
half-elf?
female... Yes.
Yeah, I'm a half elf.
Oh, that is right.
Alright, so...
That is hell.
Funny enough, you then hear
Cancel
the half elf.
cancel the
You
god
then
that's
hear
telling
the.
the story.
You then hear the bandit say, well, "Where'd that frickin' monkey go?"
Oh,
She tries to look for you. She does not meet it. She is just randomly looking around. She can't find you. So what she's gonna do is she's just gonna
looking for a monkey.
she's gonna try to look around. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. She saw you go in a general direction. 5. So she's gonna be right here. That is her turn. She can't do anything else. She doesn't know where you're at. You have stealthed. Now for the other girl, I believe, right? Or is it the dude's turn? It's the dude's turn. I deleted his turn. Ha! I didn't mean to do that.
I think he had a 9 or something.
He had a 7.
Yeah, the 7. You deleted the 19.
Yeah, that was an
Sorry, you
accident.
deleted the 7 because he was dead.
Yeah,
supposed to switch the
I
other
accidentally
one to a
clicked on his
7.
icon. That was stupid.
Oh, no.
So yeah, that was real bad. So he goes after. Actually, he goes
Yeah,
here.
sorry,
Okay, there we go. I've gotten it reorganized. I'm sorry.
I was applying stuff to my
He is probably the one who has literally no idea where you went because he has not in visual range to see. So he's gonna try and just, I guess, roll perception to see if he can maybe hear anything, because he has literally no way of knowing where you went. You're behind cover very heavily for him.
He has to beat a 24.
He basically, he doesn't even have any. Basically, with how I'm gonna have to do this, they have to roll.
Nat 20.
They have to get a nat 20. They don't have any bonus to the perception, so they have to get a nat 20 to find you. Even though, okay, well, actually, nat 20s don't matter to checks, so they can't find you.
Nat 20s automatically succeed. Nat 1s automatically fail.
That is only on attacks and saves,
Nope.
I believe. Checks they do not affect.
That's everything.
Nope.
Nat
I've looked that one up. Nat 20s do not affect checks, and I don't think they affect saves.
That's general terminology of D&D, though, that Nat 20s is an automatic success.
Not all the time. Not if they're doing a versus of stats.
Are you going by the rule book or by whatever?
I mean, I can Google it if you want.
Yeah.
D&D.
His word is law. Let's continue.
20.
I'm trying to help you, bro.
You're not.
It's already
over.
Yeah.
He said it's impossible to find me, and you go, but they can find you. It's like, wait, no.
It's a 1% chance.
I would rather a 0% chance. That's what he offered me.
Standard rules. You frequently people correct others. Is there?
Yeah, it's in the D&D lore book, like the D&D book itself. It is not an automatic success, but due to the fact of the popularity of people saying that it's an automatic
I was immediately
success,
looking like everyone I'm seeing is saying no. I like the rule. I think it makes it more challenging.
It makes it the homebrew rule of saying that if you get a nat 20, it's an automatic hit, and it's a success.
Well, we're doing it the way I like to do it, so that is not an automatic success. They cannot find you. You are gone. With that, their turn is basically them just going to look around in hopes of getting closer to you, which will lower their ability, which will raise their ability to find you, basically. And for him, he has no idea where you went. He only knows you went to the side. So he's just gonna 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He's gonna look at these things. He's whatever these jails are, these little prisons. He's gonna look at them behind. He's like, did he go behind them? And with that done, she is gonna follow her friend. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. She's gonna stick with her groupie. It's your turn. They're done. I don't know where you went. So you've had pirates, bandits, and of course some drunk fuck. Yes.
That?
What are you doing? Healing?
Yes. I have the ability to heal.
Oh, did it do it twice?
No, I did. I just clicked cure wounds. I'm not sure what that did.
Oh, I think that's higher level cast is 9 healing. That's confusing.
Good, get off the field.
Gosh! It's not Gur season. Go away.
I clicked this.
All right. Oh. So I think it's just 3 healing then. I don't know if that 9. I don't know what that 9 is unless I think that's if you cast at a higher level, you get the 9. And the 3 is what you get, I believe.
It's okay.
I think.
Could just appears.
Lib, the healing thing is the 9 only if they cast at a higher level, or is 3 what they get, or is that 9 what they get as well?
It's both. If they casted it at a higher level, which they did, that means they get since.
So it's like a bonus.
Can you click show spell description, Mr. DM?
Does it work? Nope.
You should be able to click it though.
I'll probably have to actually go into their spell thing manually. because it doesn't let me do
you
it
can
there.
click it. You have access to their sheet as a dungeon master.
Oh, I'm clicking on the wrong thing. I'm stupid. I'm clicking as Jim Ipkiss, sorry. Yeah, let's see. So, a creature you can touch regains a number of hit points equal to 1d8 plus your spellcasting ability modifier. The spell has no effect on the undead or constructs. At a higher level, when you cast a spell using a spell slot of 2nd level or higher, the healing increases by 1d8 for each slot level above first.
And they casted it at 3rd level, which meant... Yeah, they casted it at 3rd level.
Damn. So yeah, you get all that together then.
What's that?
They got a 2d8.
12. 12 to hearing.
I'm not gonna die, boys. I told you I had a plan.
A plan to succeed indeed. All right.
So if you cast it at a higher level, it will show up there.
I didn't really just cast it at a higher level.
3rd level
All right,
spell.
cool.
Pretty sure.
So, with that being said, you want to do anything else on your turn, or? Well,
yes.
Yeah, I guess that would be an action. Yeah. So you should have, I believe, a bonus action. I imagine. What's your plan?
They can mark the target. They're a ranger.
If they have the thing, because I think sometimes they don't.
I don't. Maybe I'm not sure.
You didn't. If you did not add that, I am disappointed in you.
Once each of your turns, you can make a weapon attack. You can make another attack with the same weapon against a different creature.
They're right next to each other again.
Hold on.
But you didn't make a weapon attack.
Yeah, you didn't make a weapon attack. You made a healing action.
No, I'm saying I'm about to make a weapon attack.
I'm talking about Hunter's Mark.
Or can I not do
that? No. So, with your current thing, Hordebreaker, you would do that on your next turn. You wouldn't do it on this one.
Okay.
So if you have any other bonus action, similar to what you did with your shadow stuff, where you were just kind of away, you can do things like that if you have it in your description of stuff that you can do.
Hey, Albatross.
Yeah.
You can technically cast Hunter's Mark.
Where is that?
It's a spell that's given to rangers. And
Not
only rangers.
No.
If it's cast as a bonus action, you should have been able to get it.
Spells. He did not get Hunter's Mark.
You didn't get Hunter's Mark? That is the special of rangers.
I don't know.
You should have gotten it. It's
fine.
A creature that you see within range until the spell ends. You deal an extra 1d6 to the target whenever you hit it with a weapon attack. You also have advantage on perception rolls and survival checks that you make to find it. If the target drops to 0 hit points before the spell ends, you can use a bonus action on a subsequent
Well, the thing is, I think that's an ability they have to choose, which they did not.
It is actually a spell that they should have chosen.
Well, if they should have chosen, they didn't then. You can't be disappointed in a person. It's how they're playing the game.
I never played this.
Yeah. You're not disappointed. I'm disappointed in you for being disappointed. Gar, get the fuck out of here.
Gar is disappointed in you.
All right. They can play how they want to. Don't freaking be disappointed in someone's play style. I will delete Gar from the game if he keeps appearing on the board.
All right, I'm gonna shift around because I know that they're looking in this direction.
Pretty clever. Roll another stealth check to sneak around them.
Can do, Chief.
All right, that affects things. Glad I didn't give you advantage on that one. With that is your turn. It is on to this young lady's turn. As you said, they were walking over here, so I'll make them move. What's that? 5, 10, 15, about right here, and they're going to look for you again. Let's see what happens, shall we? Well, that was the right one, right? Yes. All right, cool. So they're gonna roll a perception check to see if they find you, and because you moved, it will be at disadvantage. Yes. It'll be at disadvantage because you moved from where they were expecting you to be. Boop. 11, so yeah, they didn't see you. And so they can't do anything. They're just getting lost. So now they're gonna start wandering back to this person like, I don't know where he is. We've lost him. And they're arguing now. And I will actually void the other female's turn because that's basically what's going on. They're both really confused. The other dude, however, he's going to be looking at these boxes and he's just going to keep doing that. He's going to get over to this cage with a wolf in it. And he's like, stop yammering there. Stop yapping, dog. We'll kill you or cut you later. And he tries to like bat the thing on the head to get it to go back to being unconscious. That's all he does. It is your turn again, as you have successfully sneaked.
Alright.
Snuck.
Use my movement to do this.
Oh shit!
Then we're going to. Where is it? Where is it? It was that, I believe.
Okay. Oh, you're going in for a swingy?
Yes.
Nice.
Then
What do you do?
pretty much the same thing as last time, which I believe was that. No, not that.
Oh shit! You're about to
No,
fucking
no.
Sudoku this person.
And then that.
It's 5 to all melee damage. You also gain advantage on acrobat, and as an action, you can make 2 attacks. So you miss your sword swing. You run out, and they're kind of confused, and then you.
Wait, Cody.
What?
Shouldn't it be at an advantage because they're not expecting him to be attacking?
That is true. It is a sneak attack. That is very true. As they don't know where the fuck you are, but you do. You know everything.
I know.
So
where I
yes, that'll be advantage. I didn't think about that. That's actually very clever. So yes, you hit. You hit pretty fucking well. So you can make 2 attacks. I assume you're gonna be doing the sword and a bite, right?
am. Yes. Yes.
Okay, so roll for damage for the sword first, and then we'll see what the bite does after. 7 piercing plus 5s. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, cool. The moment you slice through this person, it's very similar to the last person you sliced with this sword. You could see immediately that the rib cage is nearly showing. You've cleaned up a chunk of their flesh. They're holding on but barely. They fall to the ground. They're just like, oh, a vampiric bite. Do it. Roll strength or dex.
Can I attack the next person, or do I have to keep attacking this person?
You can do whatever you want.
Okay, I would like to attack the other lady. With
That's
this.
fine.
And boom.
That hits. So roll a 1d6, and then plus your modifier, which is 3.
5.
Ooh.
How do you want to kill him?
Oh.
Wait.
I'm draining their. Whoa. What?
Wait, hold on. I'm stupid at counting. Sorry, you don't kill them.
Okay.
As you bite into them and start draining, you see their flesh start to willow and like shrink down or like across their skin. They're very, 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 very low on health.
Do I gain that health?
Yes. You gain, what is that? 5? No, 6, yes, you get 7 hit points.
I get 7.
And you are
Because-
fully
Oh,
fed.
wait, no, I'm an idiot again. I forgot you don't add the bite thing to that. Sorry. It's just I was still in the brain set of that one thing you did, that the vampiric power, or give you advantage for melee attack, but that was not a melee attack. Well,
Vampire Bite would be melee.
yeah, you're right. That would be melee. Yeah, you're right. That would be melee.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, no. It's 7 damage.
So I get 7 health too.
Yeah.
Fucking awesome. Nearly back to full health,
Vampire.
boys.
Being just a zip in, zip out vampire is very interesting to watch.
I am
believe this is
definitely
why-
a support character.
Yeah,
I believe this is why most DMs hate rogues.
probably.
But I'm a ranger.
Yeah,
A very
You're
roguish
sneaky.
ranger.
very. All right. With that, you're back in sight of a few of the people. It is
These
her
two
turn.
Are these two just mortally injured? And then this
What?
guy's just looking at
Literally,
birds?
they're pretty much both just like super fucking hurt. They're bleeding profusely. And the female will immediately go in for a strike with her knife because you're close, and she's just pissed that you gutted her, literally. Actually, no, you dranked her. Very strange. Swoosh. That hits.
Yep.
You will be taking 4 slashing damage. And then the guy, now hearing the commotion and the screams, sees you. He's going to freaking shoot you now. He's like, oh, there he is! Pulls out his crossbow and readies it, and...
Does he shoot at a disadvantage because his friends are in front of me? His friends are between me and him.
You're right, they are. Hold on, I might be able to fix that. Let me see something. Well, actually, no, know where he gets. Shit, you're right. He can't get anywhere that's going to allow him to do that, I don't think.
Yeah.
So even if he got, like, right here, I do not think that would allow him the ability. No, he'd still hit through one of his friends. He'd have to get past the cages, which he can't walk over, so he'd have to go, like, here, and he'd have to go, like, diagonally. He'd have to, if I can click on him, it's not letting me click on him. Get rid of your arrow. Why can't I click on him? Oh, I'm an idiot. I'm still on the arrow thing. So he'd have to do this type of maneuver. He couldn't just diagonal his way over. Because the cages are in the way. So what would that be, like 5, 10, 15, 20? He still wouldn't be able to do it. So he's just going to have to. The best he could probably do is try not to hit both of them, but I guess it doesn't really matter. He's just at a really bad spot. This guy did not choose smart. Yeah. That's like just in between. The plan. Well, as stated, just disadvantage. Let's see what he does. See if he's good or bad at shooting. He is sucky at it. I was so happy to see that 21. So with that, the arrow fires, and it kind of just grazes past one of the people, not damaging them, but it flies right beside you, but you just kind of move out of the way as it flies off into the distance, unfazing anyone. But yeah, that was he sees that and he goes, ah, shit, this is a bad spot. It is now the other girl's turn. She is much like the other one, going to try and swing at you, stabby style. That'll hit. Let's pokey you. You take 6 slashing. And that is all they can do. After slashing, both of the girls look at each other. It's like, we gotta get out of here. This is bad. Oh wait, they have movement. Oh shit, they have movement.
Not as much as me.
No, but they could have moved on the turn, but it's too late because I'm too far into the game.
Ha!
I guess it's fine. They are
My
very
true
injured.
Plan. Distraction.
Distracted the DM, completely forgetting they can move. And speaking of move, I'm gonna have him move. It's time he flees the coop. He's gonna see that things aren't looking so. He's just like, this is shit. So he's just gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He's just gonna try and get into something. I don't know. He's running away, basically. That's his goal.
I thought he already had his turn, didn't he?
He did. He just went. I'm basically having him use the movement to just get away.
Okay.
All right. So now it's Albatross's turn. All right, Albie. What you gonna do?
Since I don't want to spam it, but they are 2 people right next to me, so it's really the best thing I can do.
My leg hurty. All right, short. That hits. 4. All right. No matter what damage you deal to both of them, they're dead. So it's just a matter of hitting. So which one were you hitting with the swing?
The one directly in front of me.
She is dead. How do you want to kill her?
Just straight stab, just very quick and clean.
All right.
No dragging it out if possible.
Exactly what happens. You take your sword, you just flare. She's dead.
Fuck.
That misses. Wait, no, actually, hold on. That might hit. That hits just barely.
Yeah.
Okay. How do you want to do this? She only has 1 health.
Well, I've already sucked her once, so now I will suck her dry.
That's great wording. So yes, you quickly grab her. You take the sword out of the other person. And you reach down and you just grab her by the neck and you just like a freaking sandwich. And then you throw her corpse to the side. You wipe your mouth and you gaze daggers at the guy who's running into the tent. And he looks over and sees this and pisses himself. He's scared. And yep, bonus action, you can shadow step. It's 30 feet. Plus your full movement, which would be 60 feet in total. That'll get you in range. Is that what you're doing?
I think it's there. I think that's
right.
I think that was 60.
Yep.
No. Wait. What? That was 60.
60's right
Can
there.
I go there?
Yeah, you can go there.
Okay.
Oop. All right. They're all dead. So, it is now his turn because she's dead and she's dead. So his turn's up. He sees what just happened, looks back at you. Roll an intimidation check.
I was waiting for it. Where is it?
At advantage. Oh, dear.
I'm still small.
So here's what happens.
Young boy.
Here's what happens. So you shadow step and you start walking towards it, and it's suddenly you trip over some rock. You're like, oh shit! And he looks at you. He's like, at first he looks terrified, and then he sees that and he kind of chuckles a little bit, then immediately remembers what he's doing. Good lord. Well, he realizes that you're too fast, so he's just gonna go in and trying to attack. So he's gonna get close, about right here. And he is going to just swing his knife and hope to kill you. So let's see what happens. That hits.
Yeah.
Let's see the damage. 3.
That's not great.
So he takes his knife and he stabs into your thigh, and then he pulls it back out and whips it back around, and he's got his knife pointed at you. He's just like heavily breathing. He is terrified. He's shaking. Also, I just realized he is untouched. He's completely crystal clean. He's just a little shaky at the knees. This is officially a one-on-one.
Yeah.
It is your turn, my friend.
Go ahead and preemptively do that.
All right. Sword fight. Sword versus knife. This seems fair.
Here we go.
You know, I hate fighting, but I make an exception for ones like you.
Ooh, that hits. What a fucking line. So that's +5. That's 9 deblooge.
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 That's a lot of deblooge.
Yes.
Lot of deblooge. All right. You
over.
cleave through him, and he is what was a pristine bandit attire, and you could tell he worked hard on cleaning his stuff. It is no longer clean. It is cut, and it is red with blood.
Is he nearly dead?
He's bloody.
Okay.
A little past bloody.
Okay.
All right. That's his turn, I would assume. I don't think you're gonna do anything else, right?
Nope.
So after this, he's just like, "There's nothing I can do. I'm going to swing it." And he takes out his knife again, or he wields out his knife, and he just starts. He just spears you. You know, he takes it and just thrusts it forward. Shunk. That misses, right?
Yep. 14.
So here's what happens. He goes to run, to thrust the knife into you, and you kind of just lean to the side and push him around you. Like, you spin him around you, and he goes like this. You move him behind you.
I want to keep a hold on his wrist.
All right,
I'm going to show my teeth. My bloody teeth from his friends. I'm gonna
Oh.
lick them,
Mm.
and then that.
You're gonna bite him?
Yes.
You know what to do. Roll a dex roll. That hits.
Yeah.
So roll a 1d6 plus 5, I believe. That's
6.
Um,
We're doing
so you
what?
bite him, I assume on the wrist.
Your neck, wrist doesn't
Neck.
really matter.
Oh yeah. Well, you have him by the wrist.
Bites
He's
on
kind
the
of a
toe.
little ways. So you pull his wrist in and just bite onto his arm and start draining. And you see his skin start to sallow and thin out as it goes through his arm. And then you let go of his arm and with your teeth, obviously. And he just kind of falls back and stumbles onto the ground. He's extremely weak. He knocks down prone. He lands on the ground, barely able to move, and he just kind of tries to get up, but doesn't do much. He can't swing his sword. He's extremely weak, so he just kind of chucks his knife at you.
It's like General Shepard at the end of Modern Warfare 2. He just right in the eye kills me after all of that.
He misses.
He just sets off a nuke.
It just goes way to the side. Like, his throw didn't even do anything, and now you're standing over this man who is very clearly on the precipice of death. Gert, get out of here! All right, it is your turn, my boy.
Your rights is from the guy. It's like, I'm
What
here.
do you do?
We're just gonna guarantee this real fast.
Oh dear.
We just don't. We're not gonna play around with this.
All
And then-
right. That hits. You don't have to do anything. It's already gonna kill him. So
Okay.
you take your sword, and how
I'm
do
gonna
you do
walk up
it?
to him as he's like pissing himself, trying to move away. I'm gonna place my sword gently against the base of his neck, and simply whisper, "I'll at least make it quick before thrusting it through."
All right. And as you do this, you hear him like, no, and immediately he's lights out. He's dead. With that, the battle music finally comes to an end, and
lick my teeth again, and then spit and say, "You tasted terrible."
you get the taste of very bad alcohol, maybe a type of bourbon that was just not good.
I have a
in this
question for you, Cody.
Yes.
What did you have against me and Lord Explosion Murder here? Like,
To
I
be
made out all right, actually.
To be fair, you were going to be the one who originally was going to be a vampire, but then you said you wanted to be Tentacle Face Man.
I will say, thank Christ I could heal in 2 different ways, because I went down to 3 health at one point, and I went back up to 16. So,
The fight, it was only because of the healing.
yeah.
I can see now. I could see now. There's a little imbalance with some of these. So what I will say is I will probably make the bite, the next time we play this, obviously, I'll probably make the bite a strict strength roll, just because it makes sense if you're using it as a melee attack, especially if it gets the +5 bonus of damage. That's big. But for now, we'll allow it. It's fun. This is just the introduction episode, basically. With that, as you can tell, the night is quiet. There is nothing happening currently. You hear the faint whimpers of the animals in the cages to your right.
Go to free them.
You see that they are locked with these like rusty iron padlocks. I think that's what they're called.
Anything I can break? Like, is it like I couldn't break through it?
You have a sword. Chink. Do you want to do it like that?
Yeah, I want to free all of them.
Then I will say that works. And you see, as you do this, you see what looks to be a bunch of like rabbits and other rodents like raccoons skitter past the cages, and then over to the side, you see the wolves that were bound in these like wooden shackles. Some with very obvious head wounds, as if they've been conked out a lot. And when you go to release them, they stand up, and you can see they are very frail looking. It would appear they've been starved partially. Maybe they were once hunting dogs, no longer. And as this happens, they walk in front and then look at all the animals skidding away, and then they look at the bodies and they just run at the bodies on the ground and they start tearing them apart, ripping them to shreds. Gar, get out of the cages. And as this happens, you hear off in the distance, with your keen sense of hearing, as something is approaching. And when you turn to look at it, you see, again, this familiar mist that everyone else has heard and seen encroach upon your now sudden territory. And upon this mist, you notice the same carriage. And when the door opens, you hear the same voice that welcomely says, "Come in, child. We have much to discuss."
Oh no, Black!
Stop duplicating! You are not cells!
That sounds like that one thing, that one meme. Stop! You're making me horrible!
No! So anyways, you are overcome with the same sense that everyone else has felt, and you, very on your own, walk into the building. You have advantage on saving throws against Charmed and Magic. You cannot win against this effect.
Well, I don't really plan on going away. I plan on having a short interaction prior to being forced into it. Because as I mentioned to you before, there's no reason my character would not enter this if a certain promise was not really promised, but a certain thing was said, which is going to be said regardless.
So here's what I'll say. So as this command follows throughout the woods, you suddenly feel yourself starting to move forward, but then it stops. You temporarily gain control of yourself, but then you hear him say, "Do not fear. I am not here to hurt you. I have similar goals that you do." And he lets go of the effect. He says then from the carriage, "I merely do this as a precaution, because I know some of you we will be meeting are a bit heartier than most." He then invites you into the carriage.
You approach the carriage, go to the door. Can I see from the door, see everyone inside?
Yes, and very specifically, you notice that this very expensive carriage matches the style that this man is wearing. And when you look in, you can immediately gaze out. This older fella is the guy who obviously is in control of this whole carriage.
I look to Ethan's character. Water
Paul?
Spirit. You trust this man? Is Ethan here?
Is he here? I don't know. Did he leave?
He's in the call. Well,
Ethan?
never mind. He fucked it. I was really.
He's sleeping, all right. It's been a long night. He had to fight a drunk man who pissed in his foot.
I wanted to, make that connection between our characters immediately, but he's gone. So I guess I'll just.
There's a penis on the ground.
Not that.
Just taking a nap.
Why is there a penis?
Get out of there. Or someone's drawing a penis.
Well, my idea was going to be that I ask that I believe that he's a water spirit, which my elf, my half elf would
drawing penis.
would have
I don't think that one
would hold into high esteem.
All right.
Thus, in some way connecting us as characters.
So then what you see is these two bodies along with the old man, and you see that the one that looks like water, as you would have thought, connected in your brain, this must be a water spirit. But then you notice he's sleeping, and you're just like, maybe I shouldn't wake him. Water spirits are very important beings in the Fae, and in the knowings of know-hows of our world. I will let him rest. That is what's happening in your mind.
Fair enough.
So you walk. I assume you walk into the carriage, right?
Yes.
Right.
I
So
have
you
no
finally
qualms of entering.
Yeah. You walk in, and then he slapped. No, I'm kidding. And then you walk in, and you sit down on one of the seats. It's very comfortable, like very comfortable. These are really good plastered seats with like really nice leather. The old man, much like you do everyone else, looks at you and he says, "Your hesitation to join and ability to resist, very marginally, is impressive. Which is one of the reasons why I have gathered you like others here. I know of your affliction, for I too suffer a very similar one. We'll get to that when the time comes.
Do you know how to cure it?
My character isn't a dragonborn. What the fuck?
Yeah, I know. That's why you're a fake dragonborn.
Stop it. It's not the time.
Anyways,
the old man looks at you and he says, "In a way, I know how to cure all of us of these afflictions.
That's all I need to know.
However, it will take some time. Time that we are slowly, very slowly running out of. Would you care for a pleasantry while we go fetch the few remaining?" And he taps the cane, and you see the compartment that was next to him open up. And you see the drinks, like wine, and some like cookies, crackers, snack stuff.
My character's eyes light up because he's, still a child.
kid.
Well, he's
Kind of.
kind of. Young
He's
adult.
elven child.
Yeah, he. His
How
eyes,
old are you?
I would be the human variant of like 17.
No, actually, how old are you? Because you're a half elf.
I don't. I was told that the age was weird for half elves, so I might have.
So half elves actually stop aging after a certain point in their life, but they grow up like a human does.
Well, I fucked that part, so well.
you said
then I guess
you're
I said
just
I'm 17.
autistic.
Yeah, you're
like
17.
Me. You're
I
autistic.
didn't know.
So you're a very young little turd.
17's not that young.
Yeah. If you were 17 as an elf, you
No, 17 is
physically
the human variant. I'm saying
Yeah.
I'd be physically
Okay.
physically 17.
Okay.
That's what I was saying.
Before that, Palette, what you got?
I just look at the man and say, I couldn't care less about getting rid of this affliction. I just want to kill her.
He then looks back and he's like, "Yes, I've heard it a couple times now. You've said it to everyone we come by. But we'll get to that part. Don't worry. Trust me. We all want that, I'm sure."
Is killing her really necessary?
He looks
Yeah.
at you with these, like you hear Platy's tone, but when you look over at this old man, his eyes are as cold as ice, colder than your skin normally feels. And he gazes and he's like, "More than you would ever know, my boy. More than you would ever know."
I look at Albatross and I say to him, if you're not planning to fight as if to kill, then you might as well get out now. You'll be nothing more than a detriment.
As you say this, he puts his hand on. He's like, "No. This boy is more than willing to kill. He is just well-handedly took out what seems to be 4 bandits of sorts. It was quite the thrill to watch. I think he'll be just fine as he is. By the way, I apologize for my rudeness. My name is Arthur Blackheart, the son of the Omen Queen we sought to kill. We seek to kill. My apologies." And he slightly bows his head.
My character reaches a hand out, simply says, "Albatross."
He looks over at your hand and he raises his head and grabs it very faintly. You can feel his skin is very similarly cold to yours, but with a hint of warmth. And he shakes it and he says, "That is a very good name. Matches that of a very nice bird. Very pretty. Do you know what an albatross..." And as he starts to talk to you in like a very formal manner, or like to kind of make conversation light, the carriage once again you feel it shift and lurch in directions as it starts to continue on forward to our next character. And I'm actually really excited for this one.
All right.
How much
I'm
work
excited.
did you put in mine?
You'll like yours probably more for the aspect of it being akin to like a horror movie moment, but so is this one. I'm
Oh,
actually excited.
Jesus!
I know what you said your character was like, so I took it to heart. And
What,
also
that my
similarly
character is
with Drag's
basically
character.
Doom guy, but worse.
Yeah. So
Dude,
let's
Doom
get
guy, but worse.
intro
That's
music playing
perfect.
as we do before.
Do you like the horse?
It is very pretty. All right. So with that, it is time for the next introduction. In a dragonborn kingdom filled with knights stood a young man training others to fight. He was a royal officer of high acclaim, with a loving wife he called his dame. They wanted to start a family, one that is warm, so within the belly of his wife grew his firstborn. But his story was about to take quite a dark turn, for the Omen Queen had come to make it all burn. While she ravaged through the kingdom that the young man protected, her minions slew the hordes of knights that he had directed. When the fight was done and all his men lay at his feet, the Omen Queen requested for him to accept his defeat. He resisted her requests till she brought out his wife. Then he watched in horror as she snuffed out her life. She then continued to torture the poor young man by ripping out his child and killing it in her hand. She mocked and belittled him while his heart broke apart, then stabbed him with her hand straight in his heart. And as he felt the pain pierce through his chest, he then realized that the pain had suddenly left. To his surprise, he found himself not losing vision. Instead, he watched in horror as he decayed around the incision. He then felt his organs begin to rot and degrade, but as some kind of sick twist, his vision did not fade. His scales quickly lost their lively shade of blue, and his eyes filled with fog and began to lose their hue. The Omen Queen then quickly ripped out her hand, then watched as he fell, for he could no longer stand. The Omen Queen and her army then left him to rot, and as he awoke, he saw all she had wrought. His kingdom and family are all now gone, and as the last of their legacy, he must carry on. And with that, scene change.
I wonder who this would be.
What?
What?
Huh?
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 Hmm?
So I'm actually going to quickly put a bunch of stuff on this one, just to get it going. So we're gonna have this fine fella right here. We're gonna have this guy right here. And then we're gonna have, where are they? This guy.
Is this a weed field?
Yes.
Get to waiting, Cole.
That's a lot of marijuana.
Marijuana. All right, I'm gonna have him over here. All right, we're setting this scene up a bit this time. This one's got a lot more to it. And much like before, I will go into the music and we'll give it a creepiness factor, shall we? Let's go to this, and we'll just do this again. Just a night sky, very pretty. A moonlit night shines eerily down upon a field of corn, with a lonely scarecrow guarding it upon its post. Off in the distance, however, a group of 3 people surround a man that is bound, gagged, and unconscious. Next to the man is a hole that had been dug by the 2 armored thugs, who were ordered by the suspicious nobleman to carry out his criminal activities. As the nobleman scolds the bound man, one of the thugs hears the rustling of corn far behind them. When he turns to see what it was, he notices that the scarecrow has seemingly disappeared. He then worriedly looks around the field as if overcome with fear, and as he looks, his gaze settles on 2 green glowing eyes staring at him from behind the corn. He stares confusedly, then blinks, and once he looks at where they were, they are now not. The man then starts to back up in fear when suddenly everyone hears the sound of snapping corn stalks coming from where the man was looking. The other thug slowly walks over towards the noise, and as he does, he starts to push the corn back to gaze beyond it, but instead of seeing nothing, he sees a scarecrow hung in a T-pose with its head slumped downward. The thug chuckles at himself and gestures to the others it's just a scarecrow, when the head suddenly jerks up with glowing green eyes and bites down on the thug and rips apart his neck. The original thug scaredly pulls out his sword, points it towards the figure dressed as a scarecrow, while the nobleman attempts to run, but trips over the bound man and falls into the hole. The figure then rips the scarecrow facade off its body, revealing a dragonborn wearing tattered armor. He quickly pulls out the 2 blades strapped to his person and readies to fight. All right. Place your character on the board. Also,
one of those guys are dead now, aren't they?
Do you have a bite? I think you have a bite attack on your thing, right?
Improvise action. Oh, okay.
Here, let me blink.
Oh wait, I got to. You have a bite. As a bonus action, you can bite a target rolling for strength to hit. So we're just gonna have you do the damage for this. So 1d8, plus 5 necrotic damage.
Okay.
I'm gonna get our music going.
Blink.
All right, let me get everything set up. So we have 2 thugs. So that's 4 plus, what was it, 5? Wait. Yeah. 9. That's pretty good damage.
No.
Very.
Let's see. Hold on, is the person on the very left the person that's tied up?
The one at the top right here, this is the guy you had bitten. So I'll move you over here. You just attack this guy. This is the tied up dude. This guy actually was going to run away, but he fell into the hole, so he's there. And I actually need to figure out what he is. He is an idiot. He's just a noble man. I mean, really? They can't be that smart.
Excuse me, but I happen to be. No.
Excuse me.
I find this heavily offensive.
All right. So you did 9 damage, if I recall.
The storyteller.
All right. That's really good damage. Very good damage. That dude basically freaking the fuck out. So yeah, you reached down,
and that person's been I just bit them.
Yeah, this dude, he's right here. He's terrified because he was jittery the whole time, and then the other guy, who was not suspicious of anything, suddenly got bit by the scarecrow he was mocking a second ago. So yes, so now let's roll for initiative, shall we?
All right.
You click on the token.
Oh wow, that's
click
awful.
Initiative.
Yeah, we'll get to it.
Yeah,
so let me
compared
click
to
on
everyone
him.
else who rolled initiative.
And then Thug. Boop. And why is... Oh, I forgot to get rid of Albatross. Albatross, get out of here. You're not playing this game. Wow, that roll.
Is sad.
Yeah, I'm gonna put this...
So it seems like we're about to kill someone.
Yeah, I'm gonna put that guy to 18.
God just hated everyone.
Well, to be fair, one of them is the nobleman, and he is actually technically prone inside this hole.
And I also don't think the nobleman attack. Hey, are you gonna roll for the bondage dude?
Hold on, I have to do something. I couldn't rotate him because his rotate thing was on top of the other guy. The bound man doesn't get any initiative.
I think you should roll for him.
He's just your common NPC, basically.
You're a common NPC.
Make him kick.
I've been kicking nobleman in the balls.
What? Oh, do I have any stats for him? I don't even know if I set up stats for that guy. Oh, I did actually set up stats. Well, okay, fine then. You know, we'll give him something to work with.
Hey, imagine he could free him, then you got 2v3.
Maybe. Hey, don't meta this. He still goes pretty last.
Well, I mean, he could also just run
goes
away. It depends on how you set the guy up.
All right. Well, with that first initial damage done, it is this guy's turn. He's basically going to react to what the fuck you just did to him. He shakes off whatever that was. He's holding his neck. He's just like, ah! Oh, what the fuck? A scarecrow! What the hell are you? And he pulls out this sword. Actually, no. He pulls up his shield and he tries to like swipe you with his shield to get you away from him. Does that hit you?
Yes, that does hit me.
All right. So you'll move back 5 feet. So I'll push you over here. There you go. You got moved back 5 feet from that, and then you'll be taking that for damage. I think your character has resistances. I don't know to what. It should be on your sheet though. You'll see a thing that's like curse resistances or something like that.
Curse weakness.
Oh, here you are. So if you want the zombie one, Yeah,
Well,
a lot of their creatures are like special.
Yeah, I'm
They're
not
not all,
seeing
like,
any resistances.
All right, I'll just double
they're
check
the
to be
only
safe.
one.
I feel like you might have, but I don't know for certain. But I'll check just to be safe.
Their resistance that they got is actually the fact that they have death saves at advantage.
That's right. Yeah, you don't have
And
any of
magic
those
can't
type of
put them to
resistances.
sleep.
Oh wait. Oh yeah. That's actually I just found something else out about your character that I
necrotic and
forgot.
poison.
Oh yeah, damage resistance. There it is. Yeah,
I
yours
found it.
also.
You really worded everything weird in there.
That's wait, necrotic and poison. Damage
Only
resistance
necrotic
for that.
poison. I'm
Oh, that's the
surprised.
dragon one. Okay, hold on.
Look up first.
Advantage on duty to roll. Hold on.
It's in the.
I should he should
nature.
have something.
It's in undead nature.
Oh, here it is. Yeah, undead nature. Yeah, you are also resistant to necrotic and poison damage, and you have advantage on saving throws against poison.
Hey, do I gotta be here for the rest of this, or am I good to go to bed here? Because I got work tomorrow morning.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah.
No,
you can always look
I've
back at the
genuinely
stream
been
if need be.
asleep for like 30 minutes.
Then yeah, head off to bed, man. That's fine. We got your introduction scene out of the way. We can do more talking than other things.
Who
Yeah.
does this?
All right, you have a good one, man.
Yeah.
All right. So, yeah. So that's his turn. He's bashing you away. And yeah. So that's the damage you take. You just took that.
Their
It
character's
is
just
now
constantly passed out.
the nobleman's turn. He's just gonna stand up if I can grab him. What is? Oh, I accidentally highlighted both.
Okay, can I
he's gonna stand
do
up.
a perception to see if I see a symbol on them?
You
What
can
color
try.
are they?
Blink. There we go.
That's something
As-
you should ask.
As the nobleman is getting up, he reaches his left hand to grab the dirt, and you catch this weird tattoo. You don't know what it is, but you see a tattoo on his left wrist. And he's going to use the remaining bits because he's prone, but he's also in a hole. So he's going to use basically all his movement speed to get out of the hole. That's all he's going to do. He is but a nobleman. What's his face? This guy over here. He is gonna attack you if he can. Let's see if he can reach you. I don't know what his movement speed is. It is also 30, so let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, so he'll be able to get to you. Or you can do it like right there. But yeah, we'll do it like this. So he's gonna come at you from the side, and he is going to just sword slash you like, I don't know what you are, but you're weird! And he's just swinging at you. Here we go. Does that hit?
Yeah, that hits, alright. 19.
Now, let's see how much damage you take. Take 3.
3. Okay.
So he slashes through, and he's expecting to see blood, but nothing comes out. It seems to him very hollow for some reason. And you see this, he's physically bothered by that. He's just he's just kind of taken aback by that. It is now the bound man's turn. I'm gonna. So he's gonna use half his movement speed to wiggle this way, and then he's gonna try. Now that they're distracted, he's gonna try and reach up, grab the double man by the feet, pull him back down. Let's see what happens. I'm just gonna have him just do a strength roll. No, he just can't get up. His hands are bound in a weird way, and he's just kind of stuck trying to reach up, but he can't do it. That's his turn.
Right.
Woo! Bound man to the rescue. All right, it is now your turn.
It's finally my turn.
Yes.
Alright, cool. Alright. Hold on, let me look at my stuff real quick here and think about it.
That's fine.
Okay.
You got a lot of things to go through.
Oh yeah, I do.
I believe you also have a multi-attack.
Let's see. Yeah, it's called Action Surge.
Wait, you have that? Wait, what?
They're a fighter.
I get that part. That's the wrong character sheet. Hold on, I just realized something.
What?
Action search. Wait, I think you can do effectively what they did, what Albatross did.
Wait, what is it?
I think, or do you not have multi-attack? I guess
I do have a bonus action, don't I? Pretty sure I do.
you can't. Oh wait, your bite can be used as a bonus action. That's right. Because you're not a very strength-heavy curse, so I kind of gave you a little bit of something. I guess I should have just given you a multi-attack though. That would have made that a lot more sensible. But that's fine.
A little something.
Yeah. So for now, your bite is a bonus action, and you do have an action search, so you can attack once and then use an action search, I believe, to attack again.
Okay.
I believe.
Alright.
So what do you do?
Alright. I'm gonna try sweeping this guy's leg, the guy to my right.
Alright.
And then after that, I'm gonna jump onto him and bite him.
Do you have like sword arts or anything like that?
Sword arts? I have this.
When you engage in two-weapon fighting, you can add your ability modifier to the damage of the second attack. Oh dear. That's pretty impressive. Wait.
Well,
oh, that's the action surge that does that, isn't it?
I think I'm also gonna head out. I'm hungry and I've got work soon, so.
Okay.
I just got
back.
You guys have a good one.
You have a good one. Trying to figure something out with Vulcan, because he is a fighter, and I'm a little not super used to fighters, in sense I've seen them very loosely, but what I was trying to figure out, so I think, yeah, on the second hit, I don't think you can attack twice on one turn unless you use your action surge, but I don't know. It says you have the two weapons thing. When you engage in two-weapon fighting, you can add your ability modifier to the damage, so I guess
I imagine it's just like the second time that I use my sword? I don't know.
Yeah, hold on. Hey, Lib.
Yeah?
Can he just attack twice because he's a dual wielder with a fighter? And then use an action surge, or?
So, it's actually weirder than that. Dual wielding is strange. So, you are proficient with two-weapon fighting.
Yes.
You actually still have to have the
action surge,
multi-attack. Post an action surge. I barely remember what that is. It's been a long time.
It's basically you just get a second attack as an action.
Post it though. I would like to see.
Yeah.
You
push up beyond your normal.
On your turn, you take a
additional action at the top
and
of
a
your
possible
regular
bonus action. So the possible bonus action is basically up to the DM discretion. Yeah. Basically, you attack once with one weapon, and then your second weapon that you're holding in your hand, you just attack with that and add in your modifier.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright.
Do I have to use action
Usually
surge in
you
order
don't.
To note, with action surge, you do require a short rest to use it again, or a long rest, one of the two. So this is like, action surge is a one and done thing for the fight.
Yeah.
What's weird is it definitely seems like it looks like you should be able to swing twice in one turn, but it just doesn't give you the actual option. I feel like you're supposed to have multi-attack, but you don't. But that's fine.
They're a fighter. They don't get it, and
yeah,
they get it.
That's
at
fine.
the next level.
You're just sword guy.
Okay.
All right. So what do you do?
Alright. I'm gonna swing my sword at that guy's leg to try and get him to kneel.
Oh, kneel.
Kneel before
All right.
me.
Hit us with a sword strike.
For the two-weapon fighting, you actually you take a bonus action to attack with your offhand. You don't add your ability modifier in that bonus attack. You do consider penalties, however. The conditions for this bonus attack can be abbreviated as both one-handed weapons you wield must be light.
I think I actually set that up. So I think he's actually, because I made on his thing a first attack and a second
then
attack,
you-
and I specifically said the second attack I don't think to have any of the cool buffs that the first attack does.
So, if you have two-weapon fighting style, it actually
does?
removes the restriction of
Oh.
and not adding your modifier to the damage of your bonus attack. Now, both attacks are treated equally. Dual wielder removes the restriction that requires your weapons to be light. So later, you should probably get that as your feat.
All right.
Since it's
Okay.
very helpful
Yeah.
if you're doing.
All right. So it seems that you can use your bonus action as a next attack then, and then use if you want to action search for a third attack. That is just a normal action. Plus, I guess you could attack 4 times actually with that because you get a normal bonus action.
So I get a normal bonus action since I'm dual wielding, and then I get another one because bite, and another one if I use action surge.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Well, no. So you can use one sword as your normal action. Use the second sword as your bonus action. You can use action surge to do another action and another bonus action, which would either mean you could go for a bite or another sword strike. So you can sword attack 4 times in one turn. Granted, that's one and done when it's done.
Gotcha. All right. Well, I'm just gonna do the one swipe at
Does that sound right, Lib?
at his knee.
Hold on. Okay, so I'm going to repeat what I just said. So with what you just said, where it's like, as a fighter who is specialized in two-handed, a bonus action can be used as another like attack action with a sword.
Yeah,
so
but
for
you
him,
don't add in.
yes, which I believe I've done for the second attack he should have. So basically, what would happen is, on his first turn, his first action, it'd be the sword, and then bonus action for a sword, and then action surge. He would get another action, but also a bonus. Wait, would he get a second bonus action? Copy regulation and a possible bonus. What does that mean?
It's up to DM discretion.
Rule of cool, I think, because he's not a very offensive character, or at least his curse isn't.
Well, until they gain a level.
We'll get to that. For now, I'll rule of cool it.
Be basically like Sonic the
Well,
Hedgehog.
hold on. Well, something to think though. Action surge only works once per short rest, so he only gets to do the super cool attack once.
Yeah.
So yeah, for that I'll allow it. So yeah, so your first attack is to cleave the dude's leg, basically.
Yep. I want him to kneel before me.
You hit, by the way. You hit very easily. Now roll the damage. 4 damage. That's follow me, and that is the guy on the right.
Yep, the guy on the right.
All right. Awesome. He's taking that damage. I'll have him roll a strength save to see if he stays up. Where is
my
he?
22, I'm guessing.
Just in general, I'm just gonna be like, if the number is good in my mind.
Okay.
He stays standing. Because your 22 is just your hitting. Also, you, as a fighter, you can get abilities that let you, like, do that kind of thing on your own. So this is kind of more just free acting. But anyways, with that, he still stands. You have 3 other attacks if you want to do that.
3 other? Oh, because I
unless you're not using action search, you can attack 1 more time with a bonus action with your sword, or hold off on. So yeah, what do you want to do?
Screw it. I'm gonna chop down on his shoulder. Never mind.
Yeah, no. So you go to chop down at him, and he dodges out of the way, and you get your sword into the dirt, and then you feel, and it's slightly stuck. They like you cut into some of the corn there, and the stalk has you held there temporarily. Doesn't really mean anything, but it's just flavor text. But you missed real bad.
Okay.
Do you want to use your action surge, or do you want to just end it there?
Screw it. I'll use my action surge. Why not?
All right. Then you get to do another action and another bonus action.
Okay. Action surge.
All right.
All right. Since that, where is he now? He dodged. Did he move anywhere? Or is he still just kind of like right there?
Yeah. Hold on. Let me do something real fast because I just noticed something about your stat really quickly, so I'm gonna fix that. And what were you saying?
Oh, I was asking where he is right now.
He's still there. He just kind of moved to the side as you swung.
Okay. Well, I let go of the sword that's stuck in the ground, and I essentially, I use... Where you at? I saw you earlier. Here it is.
There we go.
That's not the one that I was clicking on. Why did it randomly scroll up for me? Okay.
Sorry, that was me. I'm editing your character. I had to get rid of your bonuses for that. Because the second attacks don't get bonus deathlock. As an action, you can pounce onto a target and attempt to grapple them with advantage due to being able to lock your bones in place like that of a stiffening corpse. So it is strength versus strength save.
Okay, so what is it?
So roll the strength for you, and he will roll a strength save. You got a 12 on your strength. Let's see if he can outdo that or not. Let's see. Where's the strength save? Boom.
Oh, fuck
Oh,
you.
he just beat you. So as you swing your sword and you look to the side, and then you suddenly just immediately jump at him and try to grab him, but he moves out of the side just enough for you to do that. And with that, I will say you get moved to like right around here. He kind of like ducks you around to the side, and that doesn't work. You technically still have a bonus action if you want to do anything.
Yeah. Alright. I'm just like missing everything.
It's fine. It happens.
Alright. Hold on a second. Let me see. How far does this actually go? Okay. 5 by 30 feet. How far is 30 feet? How do I measure?
What do you want to know?
How do I measure distance? Is it this? Oh,
You click the ruler icon on the left, and then you can just do it like this. So what are you wanting to know?
I was wanting to see if I was able, if I'd be able to use Dragon Breath without it hitting anyone.
Does it say you can use it as a bonus action?
Does it say you can use it as a bonus action?
It's probably an action. You can yeah, it's an action. So you have to use a bonus one. Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe you should have done that instead of jumping at the man.
Yeah. Alright, well instead, fine, I'll just katana.
That's fine. Unfortunately, I don't think that hits. Let me check. Nope. Again, he leans to the side just like before, and your sword just sleeves by him.
Just
not hitting him. Yeah. With that, your turn is finally over. It is now this guy in the back. He is going to rush over to you. I'm still on the freaking measure thing, so 5, 10, 15. He's going to get right here, and he is going to go in for a swingy swangy. Does that hit?
Nope.
All right. He, much like the guy did before, you dodge this time, ducking to the side, and the guy swings, and he's just like, stop moving! It is now this dude's turn. So the nobleman, I don't think he has good stats, last I checked. He doesn't. He's just gonna try and run. He realizes shit's going down, so he's just gonna 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He's going right there. That's all he's doing. He's trying to run away. And then now we have this guy. It's his turn. Him, seeing what the other guy did, he is going to attempt to shield bash you like before. It's a 15 hit.
Nope.
Whoa, really?
Yeah.
What's your armor class?
16.
Pretty nice. So he attempts to shield bash you, but you just kind of sidestep around him and let him kind of fall forward a little. And that's basically that. It is the bound man's turn. He wiggles. That's it. It's your turn.
He wiggles. It's my turn.
Yeah.
Okay, so these guys are like right next to me, right?
Yes, both of them are right there.
Okay.
You also no longer have your action surge this round.
Right. Han, can you show me how do I do? Okay, how do I do the measurement thing?
On the left side, you see the ruler icon.
Yep.
Where all the icons are on the left. So the one that looks like you just click it, and then you click on where your character is, and you hold, and then you move it around.
Okay.
There you go.
Far?
And then to be able to move your character back.
Barely not where I could hit you.
I wouldn't have done that anyways, because once you get out of their 5 feet range, you're in opportunity attack by 2 dudes. So they would immediately slash at you the moment you try to run away.
Yeah. Okay.
So remember that.
Yeah, alright. In that case, I'm gonna just, alright, let's see. I'm gonna take another look at what I have here. Okay. Alright. Cool. Alright. Alright, I'm gonna slash one dude. The dude on the left.
That hits.
Oh, yeah.
Roll me the damage.
7.
7 slashing.
That's solid. That's solid.
How do you want to kill him?
Huh? Oh, is he dead?
How do you want to kill him? Yeah, he's dead.
I want to just completely decapitate him.
And exactly that. After dodging the shield bash, you quickly you pull out the katana that was stuck in the ground previously, and you just swing it wide. And it's just... And you see as he stands there suddenly staggered, and then his head falls off and his body falls slumped to the ground. He is dead. You have a bonus action. Do you want to use it as an attack, or do you want to do anything else with it?
I'm gonna slam the other guy.
Alright, so exactly what it says. You roll strength to hit, and if you hit, you deal 2d6 of bludgeoning damage.
Alright. Strength.
That hits, damn! Alright, so roll me 2d6.
Come on. Why aren't you appearing?
22.
There's the dice roller. It just disappeared on me for a minute. Alright.
Ooh, that's pretty good damage. Hold on. Brain fart moment. Alright. As you immediately just like
I essentially
wait, hold on.
Try and toss him backwards as well.
Yeah. Give me a second. I messed up something. Okay. Sorry, I'm back. As you go to do that, you slam your arms against him and kind of like push him a bit. And for the sake that you are literally slamming him, I will say you do push him successfully back 5 feet. And he stumbles back, and you can see where you had slammed him, there are now like impressions in his armor where you had very forcefully shoved your hands into. And after seeing that, you see him suddenly, as you do it, spewed out blood. He's like, as it seems to hurt really bad. And that, I believe, is your action, unless you want to move anywhere.
Let's see.
Notice, you are out of his 5 feet range now because of the shove, or the slam.
Right.
So you can kind of like daisy, like you can go right one, and then try and get like a weird angle going, and that will allow you to just don't go around him in any way. That like first ring of squares around him is a opportunity attack zone.
Okay.
So you can basically do like 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 and be right there.
Okay, yeah, that's where I'm gonna be.
Gotcha.
Because I'm not letting that guy get away.
That's fine. This guy's dead, so he doesn't get to go. So this dude, it's actually his turn. So it's the running dude. He's just as he's running, he's kind of fumbling his foot. Maybe he twisted it on the way down. And he looks back and he watches you cleave the dude, and then he notices you push him away, the other dude away, and then he watches as you burn and look at him with these glowing eyes. And you just start running at him like a freaky monster. And he freaks the fuck out. And he's going to continue full hard. This time he's going to put in all his efforts to run away. So that is a full 60 movement speed. He's going to try and do this. When you dash, you get to double your speed. So he will...
Is dash like an ability or something?
It's an option. It skips your action to dash.
Okay.
Let's see. He can get really freaking far. He's going to try and lose you in the shrubbery, so he's going to dash. Actually, doing that might make it hard terrain, so he's going to actually do only half the movement speed. So you'd only get 30, which is kind of funny, actually.
Just normal.
Pretty much. It would have been 15 beforehand. Wait, where was that at? I need to mark that down with a finger. All right.
Okay.
So he's going to run over here, and this is rough terrain, so it's not very easy for him to maneuver around.
Hey, how far does
stop robbing the bound man.
How far does my crossbow shoot?
Really, really far. You'll be able to hit him.
Okay. I'm gonna pull out my crossbow and shoot him in the leg.
Roll to hit.
Blink.
I'm pretty sure that hits. I'll double check. Yeah, it hits. Roll damage.
Where you at? There you are. Blink.
6. All right. All right. So he's no, get away from me. Don't kill this again. All right. See what I'm getting bugged up. All right. So as you shoot him, you notice immediately exactly as you expected. It goes right into his leg, and he immediately trips and falls and stumbles, and falls prone, and he's screaming in pain. It is very clear that hurt a lot. You should have a bonus action, I believe, if you want to do anything else, or movement. You can also move.
Bonus action. Would I be able to slice use my katana and cut the dude on the left?
Yeah, you can go back to it.
Alright, I'm gonna do that.
You have to.
Boink.
I'll move you closer.
Fuck you.
Alright. Okay, so roll damage, and then we'll double the outcome. So that is 9 damage. So that yeah, he's dead. So how do you want to kill him?
Slice straight down the middle.
And exactly that. You just do it right down the middle, and you watch as he's surprised that you suddenly turn back around so quickly and manage to shoot the dude. And you watch as right down the middle. He doesn't perfectly evenly fall, but he like splits halfway down, and then just falls in an awkward like watermelon position. Like he looks like a cut open watermelon. And yes, he is officially dead. With that, it's let's get rid of him. He's no longer in the game. It's the bound man's turn. He, hearing the commotion and the screaming and the sudden sounds of like gurgling and then silence, he tries to lift himself up against the wall. No, gurgling. Get out of here. God! He starts to lift himself up and scoots towards the wall and tries to peek over. And that's when he sees you walking towards the other guy. Because you still have, I believe, you should have 20 feet of movement speed left, which will be halved going through this shrubbery.
Alright, 20 feet of movement speed. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Alright, and remember, because this whole area is a bunch of corn, it will be considered rough terrain. So you'll probably be like right here.
Gotcha.
But that guy's not gonna go very far. But yeah, so that happens. It is now your turn again.
He just hears the rustling of me slowly getting closer.
Pretty much. 10, like, 15. As you wanted him to be described, very similar to death, dragging your swords through the dirt, you slowly walk towards this guy who has fallen prone against the ground. What do you do? So you had 30 feet, and moving through this area, it will be 15 feet.
Yep.
Which I imagine should still allow you to get to him, I think. Or did you already move?
I already moved.
Oh. What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna just keep slowly walking towards him.
That gonna be your whole turn? You just going for intimidation then?
Yeah, pretty much.
Roll me intimidation at advantage, because that is what your character does. His curse allows him to be creepy looking, which increases advantage on intimidation. Wow. So yes, as you do this, you're menacingly walking towards this man. You can see he's starting to panic. He's breathing very heavily.
No, Phantom of the Dead, be gone! I did this.
He was a wrong man. Oh, please. And he's starting to crawl very slowly. His turn is forgone because he cannot do anything. He is scared shitless. Bound man looks over, sees you doing that, and slowly sinks back into his hole. He also is scared shitless at that display. It is now your turn, and you get the ability. Also, I'll move him up like 1, because that's about as much as he could get away. It's now your turn.
Alright.
I'm gonna go ahead and just turn the battle music off, because I don't think we need it for what's about to happen. Alright, and then we'll go back to ye old creepy sounds. Alright.
I essentially dig both of my katanas in next to his head to prevent him from moving anymore and to scare him even more.
Yep. Alright.
It's morbid time.
What the fuck? Okay, no thank you. Bad Discord. Alright, so as you do this, he's trying to crawl away, and suddenly, right beside his neck, he stops. He's like, please, let me go. I'll give you anything you want. Money? I give you money. I hired those thugs. I could give you their money. Just please let me live.
I am the consequences to your actions. I am fear. Now, I grab his wrist and look at it.
Now, with the full glimpse of the tattoo, it is very clear it is the picture of an eclipse.
Is that the symbol?
But you can
of the
see,
Omen?
yes, but you can also see that it has been attempted to be scraped off, as if he didn't want to be a part of it anymore. That much you can gaze.
Alright. I essentially say, explain.
They're kind of choking near the blades of your blades. He goes, it's I used to loan them my money to do some operations in the town.
Where are they?
No, please, just an honest man.
Honest my ass. You have 5 seconds to tell me everything you know.
That's it, I swear. I was just trying to help them to an extent, because they offered me a lot. A really high position. But it came too deep. I even hired those thugs to get rid of that guy, because he knew that I couldn't. But I'll let him live. I'll let him leave. I'll just skip town. They'll never see me again. I promise. Just let me live.
I noticed that you like to run. I'll let you live.
Yeah.
But you won't be running anymore. And I cut off his feet.
Oh, shit. Roll an attack. I'm curious to see if you'll miss.
What?
Just for bullshit. I'm gonna allow it regardless. It would be at advantage because he's prone, so you still hit. But it would have been funny. But anyways, no, yeah, you just, as you say, this very eerie line.
You couldn't cut his ACL or something, or his Achilles.
Well, no. Well, thing is, oh yeah, that's true. Actually, yeah, I could have.
He's gonna bleed out. He's gonna bleed out.
He's actually not good on a lot of health, so that probably very well could kill him. But I imagine you're not doing lethal damage.
No, it's not lethal damage.
Then he will survive, because I believe non-lethal is just like a single hit point. Which, by the way, would bring him down to a total of...
Non-lethal does the damage, but it just knocks them down to 0 if it does enough damage. So let's say they're at 5 HP. You deal 6 HP, but you said you're doing it non-lethally. That means they're knocked down to 0, but they're stable.
Gotcha.
And unconscious.
So in this situation, he would be knocked unconscious due to pain and fear alone. You immediately see as you cleave, he goes, ah, ah, ah.
That is not dying.
Well, yeah, he's not.
Well, he's not dead.
That man is
Quickly
not dead.
check his pants.
Would you prefer?
Yeah.
and then just immediately passes out. So that's basically what happens, all right? He doesn't fucking coom. But yes, so you do that, and he's out cold. Hit me harder!
Maybe he likes it.
And maybe he's into it. So yes, that happens. As this happens, you suddenly hear the sound of dirt rustling off in the distance near the hall you had heard. Oh, shit! Fuck! I hope he didn't see me! And you hear that from the distance.
I hear that from the distance?
From the hole.
Okay, I make my way over to the hole.
We'll just allow you to get there. No distance required. As you arrive at the hole, the guy is still bound, but you can see he managed to get his mouth bandage thing off of him. He managed to ungag himself, and his hands are partially freer than they were before. Mayhaps he used some of the equipment that had fallen into the hole. He looks up at you and he's utterly terrified. He's like, please, I have nothing to do with them. Please, just let me leave. Please. I'm just a peasant guy. I swear. I caught the guy doing really bad things, and I was going to turn him in, but he found me. Please, don't kill me. And you see, he's pretty much begging.
All right. I swing my sword, and I swing my sword to cut off his bindings.
And with that, his rope bindings fall to the ground, and he's covering his head a little, and then he parts his hands, and he sees that you have freed him from his current situation. He's like, who are you?
You don't need to worry about that. I sit down at the edge of the hole. Tell me everything you know.
He starts to try to explain. I'm sorry. All I know is that whenever they needed his help, he would give them money to do so, and for exchange in money, they would give him the ability to access information. I don't know what information. That's all I know.
Okay.
But I had to know this because they were taking people. I don't know why. They were taking people. They took my... Sorry. No.
Where was it that he was turning in the money? Where were they meeting?
I don't know. They changed it a lot to try and keep it, under wraps. I tried to find out as much as I could, but that's what got me in this hole.
Damn it. Fine. You're free to go.
Thank you, stranger.
As I slowly fade away into the...
Yeah. And you see that he gets up and he starts to just slowly hobble his way. You can see that he was a little banged up as you finally got a look at his body and his form, and he hobbles his way out. But as he kind of is passing up, he stops and then walks over here and then sees the guy unconscious, and he starts to walk towards the man. I imagine, are you back over by that guy?
Yeah, I started making my way over here. I'm gonna pick him up and take him with me.
As you're doing that, he walks over. He's like, I'm sorry. Can I please kill him?
No.
No, please. He was the one who defiled my daughter. And they took her. I need to. It's why I did everything. I was going to have him hanged for his crime against the village. Me. God, I don't know where she is, but at least I need this. Please.
You can do whatever you want with him after I extract every piece of information I can.
I don't think you're gonna get much, but however long that will take, please. And as he says this, you suddenly see his eyes glow white. This eeriness, he stops, he freezes in place. And then you hear, as you see a mist trailing forward, and in the mist, a very familiar scene to most people, a carriage being brought forth by two black stallions. And when the carriage pulls over, the door opens, and you're looking at this very confused because you were camping out this area. You saw there was nothing in sight. No chance of anything like this appearing here. And suddenly, as you're confusedly looking at this, and then looking at the man who just froze in place, you hear a voice. You do not need him. He will not supply you with enough information that will satiate your hunger, I promise you that. You may drop him. And without skipping a beat, you just suddenly find yourself letting go of the body, and it falls down to the ground, slumped and unconscious. And then he says, "Come in. Have a seat. We have much to discuss." And you then feel yourself moving without your control. And then you walk into this carriage and sit down next to this, what looks to be a kid, maybe 17, 19 years old. But he has pointy ears and his skin is a little discolored. And then you also see...
Discolored.
I mean, it is. You did turn into a bumper. And you also see in this carriage a watery figure that is sunken kind of into the cushioning of this carriage. Completely asleep. Seemed that he was just really tired or something. Also looked similarly to that of like a childish, maybe of similar age. And then you see a hooded figure in red who is just looking out the windows of the carriage, not even minding you in the slightest. He seems to be done talking. I think that's it. Oh, yeah. And then I was making sure it's all the players that are in the carriage.
Very heavily asleep.
Yes. And as you see this, you then notice a man, an older man, sitting in the middle of the carriage, sitting in the carriage, and a few seats next to him is an open space that he seems to be tapping. And he says, "Sit, my boy. Sorry. Still thinking of Albatross.
Shit, my boy.
Shit, my boy." He says, "Sit. You have traveled a lot and done a lot of hunting, but it is time for you to rest. We have a lot to discuss." And as you sit down, you see the carriage door close. And then suddenly you're back in your own control. And he says, "I had to do that to not drag on this conversation on the outside more than it needed to. And you'll forgive me for doing that to your friend out there. They do not need to know what we are doing. So I froze him temporarily. Temporarily? I'm sorry. I amused myself a little.
What the hell, man? That was the closest I've gotten to information about that bitch."
He looks at you with these cold eyes and he says, "I believe I am the closest you'll ever get to getting to that bitch you refer to. You see, let me introduce myself."
That bitch is my mother.
Pretty much. He puts his hand on his chest and lowers his head and closes his eyes. He says, "I," and then he looks at you, again with these cold eyes, "am Arthur Blackheart, son to the Omen Queen. The very woman you are searching for, if I'm correct."
I pull out my crossbow and aim it at his head. What are you getting at?
You see him take his cane and he points it, and you suddenly see the crossbow being pulled to the side as he just kind of nudges it from the distance. "There is no need for that. I also search longingly for her demise, for a very specific reason. Similarly to yours. I see you have enjoyed your predicament about as much as everyone else has, if I'm correct. Which is none."
Yeah, no shit.
Good. Then that will make the conversations to occur much more easy to handle, if you will. I would love to talk more, but the pleasantries are coming to an end, for we only have, I believe, one more guest to attend to. But I see you are not one with, let's say, a stomach to handle the pleasantries I have in this carriage, so would you like to read a book until then? And he taps his cane, and another compartment on the side opens up, and he pulls out a book, and it says Hunting for Dummies. Sorry, I don't get out much. I tend to keep things to myself a lot. This may pass the time until we reach our next destination.
And what's stopping me from killing you and preventing it and getting revenge for the murder of my own child?
You then hear in your head,
an eye for an eye.
Yeah, you then hear in, you then hear in your head, because this is just going to be, I was going to have this be the old man, but I think this would be interesting. You then hear in your head the voice of who you can only assume to be Platt, saying, "If there's anyone who's going to get revenge, it'll be me. So settle down and read your little book." And as this is said in your head, you then see and notice the old man glimpses over at the red hooded figure and then backs to you and he says, "I apologize. He's also just getting used to this situation. His manners are to be refined eventually. Your journey will be very long, so I'm sure you'll get used to each other quite heftily. With that, I do recommend calming your emotions, whatever you have left of them, because the journey ahead will require your steadfastness and control. Because I assure you, you will get your revenge. We all will. And it will be quite delicious."
Fine. I'll listen to what you have to say, but I don't trust you, devil child. And I sit down and I keep my hand steady on my sword.
As you say that, he smiles and he's like, "I haven't been called that one since my mother birthed me. That is a good name." He then knocks on the top and whistles. "Ryder, continue. We have one more to collect." And then... And the ride continues. And now, it is finally on to the last of the bunch. The last Omen kin.
Yep.
With that... What? Anyways, it's time to finally get on to the man, the myth, the legend, Grr. Are you ready?
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a sip of my drink real fast.
I got alcohol.
I don't need it. Can't have it. So, an old hero from a land farther than known lived in a cabin atop a mountain of snow. He ventured far and wide to escape his past, but words travel rather fast. All who heard the hero's name knew all too well of what he claimed. The death of the Drow Queen was his task, and slew her he did without being asked. He even took up his wife and ran to hide, somewhere the snow piles quite high. In his cabin, warmly lit, is where he and his family happily sit. A mother, a father, a young little daughter, all happily together with nothing to bother. But peace is not known to last very long, at least not when the Omen Queen comes along. She came at the night, in the thick of storms, unfazed by the weather that rages and swarms, then forced the hero to watch in horror as she killed his wife and stole his daughter. She then cursed his form to that of a wolf, and had him feast on his wife's corpse. As he ravaged the cabin he built, his mind returned and he was filled with guilt. He could not save the ones he swore to protect, for all he could do was to think and reflect. His wife's corpse was strewn across the floor, and his daughter was gone, though find her he swore. Standing from the rubble he once called home, he ran outside and into the snow. The hero of old was making his return, but this time it was personal, and someone was going to burn. And with that...
Man, stories definitely change after years upon years.
They do.
Definitely did not kill the Drow Queen.
Hey, rumors are rumors, you know?
I mean, I did slew her.
It's technically killing.
No, not that's technically no.
He means he might be the old man's dad.
Hey. That's
sure that being. Or is that
Oh no! Oh no!
Alright, I might head off too now because I promised some people that I'd play some games.
Oh no!
Yeah.
I might be the father.
All right, you might be the. You are the father.
Wait, is the Omen Queen technically the Drow Queen?
No.
I thought they were the same person. My bad.
No.
Okay, thank fuck. I ain't paying that child support.
Good to see you again.
So I'll be seeing
Oh, my
I
son.
say, father?
I just vanished. Like no child support.
Bye.
What this shit?
But yeah, if you want to see the last bit of it, go check out Cody's stream, and he'll have it for you. So thank you guys so much for watching. Comment, rate, subscribe. Tell me if you want more. Either way, you're gonna get more, and I will see